This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
There's one thing that will forever change the way you sleep, and it's the softest 100% organic cotton sheets from Boll & Branch. You'll fall asleep faster, wrapped in the most luxurious comfort. You'll never sleep hot again with sheets that feel breathable to sleep in. You'll experience the purest softness on night one and feel your sheets get even softer with every wash. Discover the difference with 15% off your first set of sheets at bollandbranch.com with code CUMULUS. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
There's no stopping it.
Okay, gang. We're all on for 4 o'clock on Tuesday.
There's no hiding from it.
I'll have Sarah send out an email.
There's no way out.
Okay. Hey, can I get anybody anything to drink? Some coffee, Diet Snapple, or how about some bottled water?
It's the haunted meeting.
All right, people. Hey, I know you're all busy, so thanks for taking the time. Hey, we need to be proactive and think outside the box 24/7 to achieve synergy. Touch base, talk the talk. Okay? Cell phones off, everybody.
It's the haunted meeting. And if all that envelope stretching, no I in team, bottom line babble ain't enough to petrify ya, get ready for the most frightening and terrifying meeting moment yet.
Okay, gang, let's bring in Jason. Fire up that PowerPoint.
The haunted meeting.
Okay, now let's take a look-see here at some pie chart slides. Now let's translate that into bar graphs.
The haunted meeting. But that's not all. Here's something you didn't expect, and you may not survive at all.
People, while we're brainstorming here, what do you say we conference in the LA office?
A meeting and a conference call. That's like 2 meetings in one. The haunted meeting.
Well, anyone? Come on, people, let's hear it. Remember what I always say, in a brainstorm, there's no such thing as a bad idea.
Bullcrap! A bad idea is a bad idea, and you'll forever be remembered and humiliated for it. It's the haunted meeting.
And if we all get on the same page here, people, we won't just make this a win-win, but we can have ourselves a win-win-win.
The haunted meeting.
Okay, well, we're all looking over the agenda. What do you say we have Betty bring in the deli tray?
Hello, good morning. How are ya? Welcome, ladies. It's the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Kristi Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
He's over there at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Celebrating Halloween.
Not quite yet. We got a little bit of time.
Hallows Eve.
I got some costume parades at some schools today.
Fun.
I know I'm going to one. Looking forward to that, certainly.
Fall parade, though, right? Or they call it a costume parade? Or...
I think they're allowed to use the word Halloween. I'm not sure.
All right. Some schools are, some aren't.
Yeah.
Sad.
I think so.
Sad, really. Oh, and what's the argument that you can't use Halloween again? Too much fun? Anyone know what it is?
It's the devil's work, Tom.
Yeah, I think it's all the Satan angle.
Yeah.
Diablo.
Yeah.
Really?
Muy diablo.
People take that seriously, huh? No wonder our country's
Some people
in
do.
trouble. Okay, good. No wonder our
Believe in
country's
heaven and
trouble.
hell. Yeah, of course.
Oh, really? Oh, that's what it is? Okay.
Oh, no.
You don't approve of Halloween, Kristi?
I didn't say that.
Okay.
Halloween's fine.
All right. I'm just checking. We have a couple special things coming up today. And anybody notice anything unusual behind me?
Oh.
Behind you would be...
The sign?
Behind you, not to your side.
Well, it's over there.
I'm learning from Ace. I just want to be right.
Well, yeah, more or less behind me. It's a beautiful sign for the Norfolk and Waypal Railroad.
It's beautiful, yeah.
Is that one of those tin signs, a metal sign?
No,
it looks like it.
I'm not sure. If
it's not, it looks like it.
I think it's done with like a laser cut.
Oh.
I want to thank Rudy for taking the time to send this to us. Rudy is a retired police officer from the Cincinnati Police Department and is obviously very handy. Thank you very much.
Rudy the rabbit. No meatballs? Okay.
Rudy,
oh, my gosh. Yes, I forgot about that.
What is that now?
From Meatballs.
Meatballs, a Bill Murray forgotten movie, Meatballs. Rudy is the little guy who wants to run the marathon. Never mind.
Okay. Makepeace. Right.
Yeah, Chris Makepeace. Yeah.
And he's gone to the trouble to carve that. And Norfolk and Waypal is the name of the railroad, and it's one of his favorite pieces. So, Rudy, thanks for taking the time to do this. And thanks for your service as a police officer.
Yes, definitely.
And we would be remiss if we didn't feature the fabulous Norfolk and Waypal Railroad.
Does it still have your mentioning Washoe, the gorilla, that no one remembers but you?
Uh-huh.
All right. Okie
I think Washoe may have been a chimp in reality. But years ago, there was a famous study in which they tried to teach an anthropoid ape of some sort the American sign so that the animal could communicate. And I always loved the name Washoe. It just sounded great, so we incorporated that.
I think there's a Washoe County. Isn't that in Washington State, I think, or something? Washoe.
Sure. I don't know. But this is a knockoff on one of the great railroads of this great country of ours, and here it comes.
Wow, what am I going to do? I've got to get this box to Los Angeles by tomorrow.
So just FedEx it.
Are you kidding? It's too big.
Well, then overnight it by train.
By train. All the way across the country, overnight. Are you crazy?
No, pal, he's not crazy. The famous Norfolk and Winston Railroad has just merged with Waypal Delivery Services. Together, our new company will revolutionize the overnight delivery business. Ask for us by name. We're...
Hold it. You're telling me you can get this 2,000-pound package from New York to L.A. overnight by train?
Norfolk and Waypal, overnight. Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get you through it. There's Norfolk and Waypal, we are gonna do it.
When you go by rail, no package is too large, and we'll get it there overnight.
Norfolk and Waypal.
That's the name. We do it by train, cross country, by rail, overnight. There's Norfolk and Waypal.
Here at the Bronx Zoo, we actually shipped Washoe the gorilla to the San Diego Zoo overnight. We had to pry his eyes open on the West Coast, but he's fine now. Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get you through it. There's Norfolk and Waypal, we are gonna do it.
Ask for us by name, overnight by train. Norfolk and Waypal, Norfolk, Virginia.
Thank you very much. And you're close. We're both close.
Yeah.
Washoe, the real Washoe, was what's referred to here as a common chimpanzee. I think we made Washoe a gorilla. We made her that because it'd be funnier because she's bigger. And there's a nice elaborate drawing, actually, of Washoe clinging to the train.
What year was it?
Washoe, happy birthday, Washoe. She was born in September of 1965.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was much earlier than that.
And Washoe learned 350 signs of American Sign Language. And you are correct, Chick. She was named after Washoe County, Nevada.
Oh.
If I'm not mistaken here.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
You are correct, sir.
One of my professors in college talked about Washoe all the time, and what an interesting experiment it was.
Where did Coco come in? Didn't Coco She
did science too.
She was a typewriter, right? Did she type? Coco?
How about that?
Really?
Coco, that
scripts.
That monkey's all right. That's
Coco
what I know.
was a gorilla, right?
That's all I know.
I don't remember Coco.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was a gorilla. Born in 1971, died in 2018.
Was Coco the one that befriended Robin Williams?
Yeah, yes, it was.
Oh, I think
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
And Coco had a kitten, I think.
Yes.
And had a
Okay,
cat.
yes.
Yeah.
A lowland gorilla. Boy, Coco was scary looking.
Didn't like heights.
Really?
No.
Who does, really?
No, sir.
Coming up, we have a world record involving heights. That's kind of scary.
She had an active vocabulary of over 1,000 signs, according to this story.
Way more than I've got.
Yeah.
Was one of the phrases, "Let me the hell out of here"? just asking.
Cage.
But there you go, Washoe. What a great name. And thanks again for the Norfolk and Waypal. It looks just like a railroad sign. It's great.
It is cool. Yeah.
Josh, wasn't that your dad's favorite bit?
One of, yeah. Loved it.
They really embraced that in Norfolk, Virginia.
They hit it hard.
They hit.
They don't really.
Yeah.
They don't make it like folk.
No,
singer.
not at all.
Right, no, they
They
don't.
make it like folk.
Yes.
Yourself. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes, we
Thanks.
it. Yeah.
I want to thank Rudy, Officer Rudy, for taking the time and trouble to do that. Thank you, sir. Also, we've got to thank some guy that made it. There, somewhere around here, there's some 3D printed
Skulls?
Oh,
have you seen these?
They're awesome.
They are awesome.
They're Halloween candy bowls.
I took one.
I don't have one.
Mine's already on my kitchen table.
I think they're haunted. Go ahead.
Oh,
right.
you do?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't consider
That's
that.
how
It's on
they.
my desk, and I'm getting ready to take it home tonight.
That's how they got into your house. That's how they get in.
They may be cursed.
You invited it
They're
into
not.
your home.
Oh,
Happy Halloween.
We'll find
We
out.
don't know what they're printed with. That's true, Josh.
We'll find out.
Virginal blood. Oh, sorry, I got carried away.
We'll find out who to thank for those in a minute. But I guess they're done with a 3D printer, but they look like human skulls.
I can bring mine in if you'd like.
And we have a human skull in the news today. Funny enough.
Well, a lot of
Oh, there's
human,
one.
there's one.
Josh has
Right
one
there.
right there.
Yeah.
lot of human skulls.
Came to us from Joe.
Oh,
Thank
hi,
you very
Joe.
much, Joe. Yeah. He made 3D prints, and so he said, you know what? I'm going to send these guys.
That isn't Joe
these folks.
Mama, is it?
I don't believe that the skull is.
Why, that Joe's been dead
modeled
for
after-
5 years.
Oh my! This is getting creepier. Isn't that cool?
Does everyone else see the eyes glowing, or is it just me?
No, I see it glowing.
Oh.
Was there ever a culture that would drink from their enemies' human skulls?
Probably.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, we had a story not but 2 or 3 weeks ago
Yeah.
that suggested not even evil cultures.
Isn't
but
that one of the zoos, Lao Zoo or Sun Zoo? He says if you stand by the riverbank long enough, your enemies will float by.
the
Go
art
out
of-
and make it a great Friday, will you?
Hey guys, someone get me a hacky sack and some reefer. I want to stand here for a while. What's coming up in sports? You got a team?
We got a Thursday night football game. The Buffalo Bills hang on to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 24-18 last night. I don't know whatever happened to the beautiful majesty of the meaningless field goal at the end of the game to at least get to a push in the 9-point spread, but they saw fit not to do that. And the Buccaneers, Chris Godwin, a wide receiver, if he turned around, he would have caught Baker Mayfield's, it turned around like a second sooner. He would have caught the Hail Mary pass, and Tampa Bay would have made good on their comeback, but that did not happen. It's crazy close on the Hail Mary. And World Series starts tonight, Tom. The World Series, and a couple magnificent world records.
Hey,
and
in the meantime, does anyone have a ski mask? I'm chilly. Oh, skullhead.
Skullhead.
Of course you're cold.
Well, you don't have a lower jaw, Skullhead. How do you eat?
3 times a day. Oh, he's a wiseacre.
Skullhead's a wise ass.
Our talking skeleton head. Right now, let's talk about something great this fall. That is firing up that grill. The leaves are a-blowing, and you're getting hungry for some great food. How about some great steak? That's where Omaha Steaks comes in, right, Josh?
That's exactly right, Tom. Omaha Steaks has all your fall cravings, and they're covered with 50% off site-wide. That's right. It's their wonderful semi-annual sale. Get on there now. Take advantage of that. That's 50% off all your favorite tender, juicy, extra-aged steaks like those butcher's cut filet mignons. My gosh, I had a double pure ground filet mignon burger yesterday from Omaha Steaks.
Oh,
double.
Yum.
Not trying to brag, but I'm bragging. Go to omahasteaks.com today. Use code BTS at checkout. Get an extra $30 off your order. I found that cooking those burgers nearly impossible to keep them from being juicy. I've messed up a burger or two. I don't think I'm going to mess these up. They're just so incredibly flavorful and juicy. Omaha Steaks, the possibilities are endless. Endless flavor, endless value on incredible entrees, scrumptious sides, decadent desserts, and more. All of them 50% off during the semi-annual sale. And remember, every bite is backed by their 100% unconditional money-back guarantee. Go to omahasteaks.com. Shop all your delicious favorites for half the price. Do not forget to enter that promo code BTS. Put that in at checkout for an extra $30 off. Please hurry, though. This semi-annual sale is only for a limited time. Minimum purchase may apply. Visit omahasteaks.com for all the details.
Delicious. Thank you much. It makes a great gift, by the way. Got a friend who lives out of town, or a brother, or a sister, or a mom. Send some steaks. All right. When we come back, I almost forgot. Big Beatles news coming up this morning.
Yep.
Huge news. You're going to love it. Well, not you, but you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
This is a mini meditation guided by Bombas. Repeat after me. I'm comfy. I'm cozy. I have 0 blisters on my toes. And that's because I wear Bombas, the softest socks, underwear, and t-shirts that give back. One purchased equals one donated. Now go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're back. Tom's in his chair. We're all good. Everything's fine.
Okay.
Stand down. Relax, everyone.
We're going to be okay.
No problem.
The world as we know it is a good place.
Absolutely. Big Halloween weekend, right?
Yeah, you got a lot of parties to go to, Josh?
Oh, yeah.
Not a one, but that's fine with me. I know I have ways to celebrate.
My youngest, Sophie, she's already started. They had her and her roommates went as the Spice Girls last night to a
that's
party.
a good one.
Yeah, it was fun.
Last night, huh?
Mm-hmm. Thursday night, you got to get a jump on it.
Yeah, I wonder if that's Thursday has always kind of been the party, the secret party night, I guess, or something.
Especially for college age. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
When I was in college, even then, when I was in college, Thursday night.
Back in the 20s, they had parties? Is that right?
Wasn't there a ban on alcohol? When
Didn't
you?
Yeah, you guys fought Prohibition, right? And did you Charleston? Tom doing Charleston.
If we're going to talk about those days, I remember my favorite tune, Bix Beiderbecke.
I meant to.
Young lady, would you mind jitterbugging with me?
And then, it's a minority.
Wait a minute, somebody called the fuzz.
I meant to congratulate you on that music. Keep playing it.
The Bix Beiderbecke?
This is possibly the oldest, it's probably the oldest thing we play, but it sounds like the oldest music ever recorded is what it sounds like.
It's about to fall over.
Goes way back, but
it's like Thomas Edison on the clarinet or whatever he's playing there.
I believe it's a cornet, is it not, Pat?
I can't tell.
Christ.
My gosh, if you look this guy up.
Bix?
Yeah.
He was old
born
then.
in 1903 and died in 1931.
Didn't have long enough night for
he probably gotten on some of that jazz lettuce. That's probably his problem.
Oh, yeah.
And old drugs came to call
He
him.
was a cornet player, Tom. You are correct.
But the point is, some great costumes out there this year. There are going to be a lot of Barbies.
Yeah, Kens and Barbies, yep.
Barbies are pretty easy to pull off. I think it's a little harder to pull off Taylor Swift, which I think will be very popular with the ladies.
I have an announcement to make.
Yes, sir.
I think sometime this weekend, I'm going to watch Barbie.
Why not?
All
Go
right.
for it.
I'm going to watch it and see what I think.
Love it or hate it, you get to see it and
That's
decide on your own. It's
pretty to look at.
You might want to get
pretty to look at.
You might want to get a chain.
Why would I need a chain?
So you don't get up and turn it off.
Oh. Well, no, that's
I hear good things.
That's the beauty of.
You seen it, Pat?
No.
Oh, good. Well, good luck.
I'm the only one. I think I'm the only one that enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, a couple of comedian buddies they've raved
here.
about it.
Right,
Yeah,
but
so
I
it was
meant,
great.
I'm sure you'll love it.
People are afraid to be objective about it because they'll be accused.
That's not at all
No,
what I'm
not
doing.
comedians speak their
You know,
minds.
oh yes, you know me. So scared of the status quo.
It would have been a good SNL skit. It's a little long. What it lacks in plot, it lacks in wit. I think you'll enjoy it.
It's actually.
How do I not take that as an insult?
I'm totally cool with Tom disliking the movie. Of course,
Yeah,
I am.
right,
It's fine.
of course.
But it absolutely does not lack in wit. It overflows with.
Okay. Here, the number one costumes for 2023, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, here we go. Number one is Barbie.
Sure.
Then you get the classics. A Princess is number two.
Are these for kids or adults?
I believe these are for kids.
Okay.
Because they've got Wednesday Addams. That's a great one.
Yeah, your daughter's going as Wednesday.
One of my
right?
girls is going as Wednesday. One is going as Barbie.
Isn't there an online dance, the Wednesday dance you can do with Lurch? Isn't that from
they sing
the old TV show? I think they
that's
do
right.
some kind
a
of
sweet moment,
kind of
Lurch.
twist or something.
And the classics, the cowboy, dinosaur, ninja.
Well, in the original series, you find out that Lurch spent some time in prison. I don't know if you remember that.
Did you know?
Gomez found him doing a hard time out in the yard.
In the Addams Family.
May I help you, sir?
Remember the Addams Family hand?
Thing.
Well,
Yeah.
he was just a hand.
Hilarious.
You know,
Do you remember?
Do you remember after the show? Well, I think it was important to know that Thing after the show went off the air. Things went bad for him, and the only gig he could get, the only
jobs, of course,
that
yeah.
hand could get, was he
Yeah.
was
Well, sure.
eventually
all he had.
arrested in a bus station. Hard to cuff him, Josh.
Oh yeah. You can
But,
slip out of those.
That could be the most Tom thing ever. You called Thing from the Addams Family hand.
Sorry,
Of course, you remember the other character.
Of course, you all
the
remember.
Cousin squeaking 3-foot mound of hair.
You remember Cousin It.
Yes. Scary thing.
Okay, here adult costumes.
I have a list from the New York Post. Barbie and Ken. Do you have this one? Ariel from Little Mermaid.
No, my list is from Google Trends.
Okay.
I love when you guys have conflicting lists and
I do too.
argue about whose is better.
I like this one. The Alec Baldwin carrying a real gun. That's
Right. Christy, your list, please.
Well, I think we've had mine before. Taylor Swift was number 3. Carmi from the Bear, number 4. That would be easy to do.
I got hair hanging in
Wednesday
your face.
Addams.
A lot of hair.
Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Daisy. I didn't know they were still.
It was such a huge hit this year.
Yeah, Mario
that
Brothers. Maverick from Top Gun. Anybody could do that. That would be cool.
Wow, that seems like that movie came out 10 years ago.
It doesn't it?
Yeah.
Man.
Daphne Bridgerton from Bridgerton. If you want to.
Oh,
I've not got into that.
These are
I
adult
love
costumes.
it. Mm-hmm.
that's English.
Oh, I
right?
see.
No.
Yeah, Bridget. That was the subtitle. The Way We Weren't. It was a,
Elvis is big this year because
That's a Shonda thing, isn't it? Shonda Rhimes? The Bridgerton?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Go ahead, sorry.
and then of course
Bill
Yellowstone.
Cosby.
Yeah.
Wear a colorful sweater and a roofie. That's of course limited to those of certain background.
Yeah.
He was acquitted.
Yeah, right. So was OJ. Aaron Rodgers, Ace. You could just put an Aaron Rodgers jersey on and have crutches.
Yeah.
He's out of crutches. He's not using crutches. He was out of crutches like 13 days or something. He's setting all kinds of records.
Every girlfriend dresses a nurse trying to vaccinate him. Slaps her across the face.
Slaps her.
Whoa.
Hey, you got to be tough in this world.
Tom's working edgy this morning.
Way
edgy.
A couple quick things I want to mention. We have our Big Green Egg competition up and running each week. A new Big Green Egg is handed out. Elise Jenkins of Philadelphia, our big winner of Week 7. Week 8 is in progress.
Philadelphia.
Still time to log in if you want to change up your stuff. It's bobandtom.com/contest. And don't forget the orangeinsoles.com kegerator. It's a separate contest. You could win that. Just go and tell us a Halloween story. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Well, that'd be beautiful in your living room. It's like a mini fridge, kind of a medium-sized mini fridge with a tap on top. You can put a keg of whatever you want in there.
Yep.
You could put in beer. What else did we find comes in kegs?
Birch beer.
A nice black bean soup.
How about that? The beans.
You have to take care of your mechanism.
You do.
Is there a place that has draft soup?
Don't they have soup? I'm sorry, this is not the answer to your question, but don't they have soup Keurig cups?
Oh, I don't know.
What? Yeah, I believe they do.
They must broth. I would think.
Yeah,
probably.
there's some kind of.
Do you have to after you use that? Do you have to cleanse the system out of the broth?
No, because the broth doesn't run through the system. The hot water just goes into the K-cup.
And the K-cup goes into your cup. Yeah,
right.
it doesn't.
It doesn't pollute the orifice.
You may need to wipe the faucet, the end hole, as you often do.
You got to wipe the hole off.
Yeah,
front
of course.
Front to back.
Yeah. No, doesn't your Keurig have a spray system, much like your toilet?
Yes, I have a bidet for my Keurig.
The Keurig bidet.
Right? Yeah, it's a bouquet.
Isn't there a Keurig cup that is sort of like the cleaner? You put it in.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is?
Oh,
like the head cleaner for
like the old
VCRs
days.
and
Old days of the head cleaner for the VCR. Remember that? Those were great days. Remember
Do
those?
you remember the
Maybe you're right, because those cleaners do. You just put the cup in and it cleans the whole damn thing. So maybe it does go into the actual system.
I don't know. You got me.
I don't think they had these anywhere but on the West Coast. When I lived in San Diego, they had a chain of restaurants called the Soup Plantation.
Oh,
I remember that.
I remember that.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to go with Plantation in the Southeast.
And then I guess looking back 2 minutes ago, what am I thinking? But they had incredible, delicious soup and just acres and acres of different soup.
I love
it. Was really and a salad bar. It was really good.
Yeah.
I was really good at making a 3,500 calorie salad.
Oh yeah, you could do some damn ads at the Soup Plantation.
It was all you can eat. You're right.
Yeah, those places were great.
Did you ever take food home from an all-you-can-eat place?
No.
Oh, I did.
I
Put
don't-
chicken in your pocket?
I don't
yeah.
trust all you can eat.
What do you mean you don't trust it?
You don't trust a lot. We should make a list one morning of things you don't trust.
I don't know.
There are some that are great, and
But
then
I
some
just-
that are very questionable.
Yeah, all you can eat, that scares me.
What scares you? Let's get to the bottom of this.
The people who go there?
No, I think their margins are a little bit tight, and so they have to have lesser food
Well,
quality.
no, we've talked about this. You
Depends
know
on
where
the
they
place.
cut the most corners? Desserts. They fail miserably at the dessert.
Yes.
Kristi and I have talked about there was a place on the west side of town here that was an all-you-can-eat seafood place, and it was great.
Yeah.
Really? Again, maybe they're great. I
think you'd have to be careful with. You'd really have to be vigilant on all you can eat seafood.
And isn't there a whole
It was high
isn't
end,
there like a
too.
calendar thing about you're not supposed to order seafood on Mondays or something?
Yeah.
Because I forget how that works.
Sushi on Monday
that
because
what it is?
yeah, they don't. It's not fresh.
I think that's an article for conspiracy theorists who get bored. What can we do about seafood delivery?
How can we scare people?
Yeah.
I know, the internet. I'm sorry. So back
Did
to
you see
costumes.
Okay,
Go
sorry.
ahead. What are you going?
What?
The Jupiter pictures yesterday, there's a face on Jupiter. Did I read that right?
Oh, I'll have to take a look.
Oh, I gotta look at that.
All I know is the moon is beautiful today.
No.
Yeah.
It is.
Can we go out here
Look
in a
at the moon.
moment, Tom, and look at the moon with me? We can hold hands.
Can we do the show from outside? Remember when sometimes you'd go to school and they go, let's have class outside?
Yeah,
That's the best.
That was really fun.
It would be warmer.
It would be
It
warmer.
would be warmer. I have a
Right.
jacket on. It's 40 in
Here
here.
it is.
Grandma Ace is cold.
I'm cold.
Right.
I
Hey,
could have
I need a lacy shawl. You queer. I'm just trying to.
That's
I'm
it.
getting cold.
What?
Did you show him the face? Yeah.
Grandma.
That's cool.
Wait, how many times have we told you about the Q word?
It's kind of like a Picasso face.
And another thing, Ace, how'd you get in here?
Grandma.
Back in my day.
Good Lord.
Grandma.
Don't you have to get back to a team?
Have you ever? Do you have an app called Skyview?
Yep.
No, I have that one that you mentioned.
Skyview.
Skyview, you hold it up to the sky and it'll show you what you're looking at. Oh, that's a star. No, wait a minute, it's
No
Jupiter.
kidding?
It's
Is
the
that
best.
right?
It's
Yeah, it's
super
really
cool.
cool.
I'm going to get that right
Highly
now.
recommend Skyview. My favorite weather app is no longer out there.
Well, no, the Weather Channel gobbled it up. It's still the same app.
No, it was
Dark
gobbled
Skies?
up by Apple, and they
Okay. What am I doing? I'm arguing
the
with
new
it.
version stinks.
Yep. You're damn right. You're damn right,
You got
Tom. Sons of bitches taking away our weather app.
Josh, last time you went to a costume party, what did you dress as?
You won't get this, but I dressed as Geordie Verrill, Stephen King's character from the movie Creepshow, where he has grass.
Honest to gosh?
Yeah.
What does he look like?
Well, I bet that was complicated.
Overalls, a flannel, and then he has grass growing all over him because he touched a meteorite.
How'd you pull that off?
I took the gloves and arms from you could buy Grinch glove and arms or whatever, and so I just cut those up and put grass patches all over my face and my.
Nice.
I'll see if I can find a picture.
Were you on a date?
Put it up. No, it was the first. Yeah, no, I was not on a date.
Did you get lucky that night?
That night I
Did any ladies take a divot out of?
Not that night, but I met a girl there, and then we ended up going on a couple dates. Yes.
What was her costume?
Oh my gosh, I think she was like a unicorn. It was like she was wearing like a skirt and leggings, and she had like a unicorn horn or something.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
So,
she
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Hot.
Did she peg you with that later?
As much as I begged, no. She did not.
I wonder if that's ever happened. Boy, that is a sad thought. What's coming up in Sports, Chick McGee? We got a World Series.
We got a bunch of letters for Tom and a couple of questions for him. We'll talk about that. Thursday night football last night. The Bills win. They hang on. Here's an example. Why hasn't Tom been asking who's cooking on Thanksgiving to the winners of the NFL games this season?
Oh, yeah, you haven't done that yet.
I usually do. And I almost asked our winner yesterday, Elise.
You asked about to grandmothers. Do you feel strange talking to gentlemen about what they're cooking?
And Elise, when we talked to her yesterday, I think she said she was 23 or something, and it sounded like on a loading dock, and I could tell she was taking a break from work, and I didn't want to get her in trouble. But I will ask all of our future winners who's cooking Thanksgiving.
I don't have to do it this year. I'm so excited.
Oh, we've already rented tables, and we're going to have more people at our Thanksgiving than they had at the one with the Pilgrims.
Are all the invites
awesome.
out already?
Well, everybody wants to see your new house. Are we all invited?
By the way, thanks for the invite, Tom.
Yeah.
All the invites out.
Yeah, all the invites are out.
You have to be from out of town.
What do you mean you have to be from out of town?
It's like a rehearsal dinner, only out of town guests.
Kristi, we live in different cities.
Yeah, we do, actually.
Ace, that's exactly why I moved there, Ace.
It's the happiest day of your life, wasn't it? You got out of the metro? Jesus.
I'm the only one in the metro.
You're more in the city than any of us.
That's true.
Yep.
Right now, I want to talk about great food. And HelloFresh and I agree on a lot of things, especially
HelloFresh.
Especially we agree about this, and I'm talking about seasonality. And I've always talked about this, how there's a great season for sweet corn and a great season for tomatoes.
And cherries.
But that's the thing is we've gotten so used to everything all the time, as they say in the song. And HelloFresh recognizes freshness, and that's why they have some special stuff for fall. And by the way, let me explain how HelloFresh works real quick. They do the grocery shopping for you, and they do the measuring. You just put it together. Their specialty this fall, the quick and easy options. Some of these you put together in 5 minutes, pop them in the oven 15 minutes later, as they say in France, voila, there's a beautiful restaurant dinner. I'm not really good at my French pronunciation, but you don't have to be. They give you cards to help you put them together. Kristi's got one. What is it?
Oh, this is a great fall meal. The Gouda Vibes burgers with tomato onion jam and potato wedges. Look at that. This is amazing. And it's 6 easy steps. All of them are spelled out for you on this beautiful card. Even I can do it. And in fact, I actually made these wonderful hamburgers. Wonderful.
The other thing is with HelloFresh, and this is really important, a lot less food waste. And if you read about how much food Americans waste, it really is criminal. And with HelloFresh, you're going to get just what you need. And you can, by the way, you can swap proteins. They've got more than 40 recipes to choose from every week. Check out their special HelloFresh Market. By the way, they've got the mini pumpkin cheesecake. Hello, delicious. HelloFresh. How do you find it? You go to HelloFresh.com, and then this is the important part. You do /50BT show. That'll knock off a staggering 50% plus free shipping. They want you to try it, so they're going all out. Once again, it's HelloFresh.com /50BT show. That code is 50 BT Show. It's delicious, and like they used to say in the old days, and I helped. You just put it together. They've done most of the work for you. Now, coming up, we have a really old guy in the news, and he's alive. Everything's cool. We do have human skulls in the news and more delights. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I see Josh Arnold over there staring at me, and I notice his eyes go on forever. And what else is going on over there?
You know what?
Yeah.
For that compliment, you deserve an engagement ring from me. That's right.
Here
Will
we go.
You marry me, Chick McGee?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right. Steven Singer Jewelers proving how worthless those lab-grown diamonds are by giving away a free 1-carat lab diamond with every engagement ring purchase. While supplies last, purchase is necessary. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com for more details.
Oh, thank you very much.
Tommy, what's going on, bud?
I want to say hello to Johnny Hurricane.
The Johnny Hurricane?
Who's Johnny Hurricane?
Well, that really isn't his last name. I just made that up. Johnny is enjoying the show. He happens to be listening in Michigan, and just is a big fan. And he wants to tell the people in his apartment complex that early in the morning when he's sitting in his car, he just is getting a little bit more of the show. Gets home from his overnight shift and sits out there, listens to the radio in the parking lot.
Oh, good, nice. Yeah. So he's not trying to be a weirdo.
He's not stalking his neighbor.
Yeah,
I want to make that very clear.
Would you have read that if you weren't from Michigan?
Just say absolutely.
That's interesting. Yeah. You know, a lot of people, more than you would believe, are signing their emails as if they're from Michigan, hoping you'll read them because you don't recognize any other state.
I recognize many states.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
If the show John from Cincinnati had been called John from Michigan, it may have done better.
Oh, yeah.
You would have talked about it.
At least in your house.
I mentioned Cincinnati earlier this morning because we had Rudy, who was kind enough to make us the Norfolk and Waypal. I think he did that with like a laser thing. It's a beautiful sign. Thank you very much again, Rudy.
He cut a circle and he punched it in on his computer, and he went in and had a cup of coffee, and he came out, and the sign was
a work of art.
Great.
It's a work of art. It took hours to make. Thank you, Rudy. We appreciate you and the great state of Ohio. Does that make you happy?
Round on the end and high in the middle.
We got talking about hurricanes yesterday, and no one believed me, but
No. We're fine. We believed you, and we just questioned the source, the lady who wrote that article.
She's a distinguished professor.
Why say you don't know that she's distinguished?
No, not at all.
You don't become a professor at a major university by not being
The
distinguished.
students could call her farty.
I beg to differ.
The point of the story was that when hurricanes have female names, people don't take them as seriously.
I simply
and they don't
believe
evacuate.
it.
They can't get
bogus.
people to. And my point is, we should name them things that scare people. I think it'd be much more effective.
Yes,
Names
like
that are
Hurricane
historically-
Chlamydia or something.
That'd be good.
You'd like that? Name them after diseases?
Well, just make them a little more frightening.
After monsters or...
Yeah, sure. Like Hurricane Dracula, not Hurricane Taffy. Oh, what's Taffy going to do?
Stretch.
Silly.
You know something?
Not taste as good as you want it to.
No, that's right.
Is Taffy overrated to you?
Saltwater
Is it
taffy?
ever? Ugh.
Why would you make something out of salt water to begin with and put a name on
You
it?
do. Have you ever eaten an entire piece of taffy? No.
nearly
And have you
impossible,
ever not thought, this is, what did I get
Wasn't
myself
there-
into?
Didn't you like Bonomo's Turkish Taffy?
No.
I did like those. The flat, long... Yeah.
Taffy is the pedal boat of candy.
Oh, of course.
Yes,
You
You've
get
nailed
in the middle of it, and you don't want to do it anymore.
You've nailed it.
Absolutely.
Enough of this.
You get in those boats.
Enough of this.
Did you see somebody fell in that lagoon?
Which lagoon?
What lagoon?
Let me see if I can find that. Yeah,
Gilligan's Island
at
lagoon?
Epcot.
I hope it wasn't the Black Lagoon. There's a creature there.
You were mentioning those boats that you get in. They have like bicycle pedals.
Oh, yeah.
Those are truly awful.
He wants to explain pedal boats, and he knows it'll drive me crazy. So
Sorry.
that's the way he goes around.
Here we go.
You don't like their bicycle boat.
I'm going to need you in just a second. According to WOFL,
We're not awful anymore.
That's right.
Yeah,
We got rid of that real pockmarked guy. You all said you had trouble looking at him.
Yeah.
We
By the way, keep your awful thoughts to yourself.
we got rid of Helen the Schnoz McGunty.
It's Magunty.
I know, but I was trying to be.
We're awful TV.
wouldn't WOFL be Waffle TV?
Coming up.
You didn't do it right.
This editorial, we're going to take both sides.
It's awful TV.
We like to waffle on our opinions.
Because our program director, Ace Cosby, keeps us in awful television 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I'm sorry. I'm sure it's a nice station.
Tonight, it's another Alpha Marathon.
Video captured at Walt Disney World shows a man jumping into the Epcot World Showcase Lagoon, apparently on a bet.
I'm surprised this doesn't happen more often.
Yeah, me too.
Friends said they would give the man $6,000 if he jumped into the lagoon, according to witnesses.
Count me in.
That is worth it.
Really?
Yeah.
$6,000?
Heck yeah.
A witness said a Disney manager was on her radio before he even hit the water. So when he rejoined his buddies, Disney security was right behind him.
That's a no-brainer of a bet.
Heck yeah, it's worth it. For $6,000, it paid for his trip at least.
No, paid for 2 days of
That's
the
what
party.
I meant.
Aren't there alligators in that thing?
In the lagoon?
Yeah, remember they
Well, that was over
even-
by the Floridian.
But I mean, any body of water.
I don't even think alligators mess with Disney. They probably...
They kind of watch for him now after that horrible...
Yeah. I think Goofy's in charge of getting rid of the alligators.
We got most of them.
There might be another one. Another one.
It said, this says he was kicked out of Disney for doing, quote, unsafe acts.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Disney jail for that.
Do they have a jail on site?
Sure
they do.
God, that must be hilarious. I wonder if they have...
It's run by those, the Beagle Boys.
Wouldn't that be great? If they had a little courtroom.
We're about to introduce you to the eighth dwarf, Rapey.
It's a real jail experience.
And here's
the happiest place on earth.
Here's the really tough. He used to be a mouse. Now he's a rat. Sada Mickey.
He's a rat.
How you doing?
Oh, wow.
Go ahead and drop them drawers.
That's right.
I'm so sorry.
Make it easy on yourself.
Where were we?
Stop squirming.
We have Chick McGee at the Bob and Tom Sports Desk, I think. What have we missed?
Go ahead and cry. I like that.
Let's get to. We'll have sports in a minute here. Bills win last night, beating Tampa Bay, and the World Series starts tonight. A very special first pitch. We'll talk about that. And dear Tom,
yes.
Why can't?
Oh, I love this joke.
As I was listening to Wednesday's show, I heard you folks talking about municipal.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew I had to share this. Kristi has a problem with the word municipal.
I can't say municipal.
And Kristi has acknowledged it, and we accept it. And my point was, I was listening to a distinguished broadcast. And
again, distinguished.
A very high-quality journalist.
High quality.
She was doing a very serious report, and she was going on, and this is the way this works. And then she said, she stumbled over it. I wanted to record it for Kristi and go, hey, you're not alone.
Thank you.
I'm a police officer in a very small town, and my wife is the detective. She can't say burglary. She instead says burgery.
Wow.
We all have. Everybody has a word they can't get out.
I keep telling her the burglary happens if you're convicted and go to prison. That's from Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
Very nice.
Wouldn't that be a great TV show?
Sam burglary?
No. He's a cop. She's the detective.
She's the detective.
That'd be fun.
I'm a civil engineer from Oregon, as Tom would say. And
I don't. It's Oregon, and I get it right every time.
Wanted to weigh in on what we now call the sewer manhole. We were talking about this.
Do they call them manholes anymore?
Yes.
He says the PC police have stopped by, and the sewer are no longer called manholes. They are now called maintenance holes.
Oh.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, that works.
That makes sense in Oregon, especially.
Oh, this is a beaver believer in Oregon State.
Oh.
There. Thank you, David.
Okay, well, that's good. Now, coming up, we have sex toys in the news. And just around the corner, some sporting news. Is that correct? Including some world records?
And more talk about fuzz.
Ooh.
And lava lamps, in a very serious way, are in the news. It's very odd.
I always wanted a lava lamp until I got one.
Okay, good. Yeah. Fire hazard. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Here
at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound. We use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Good night, itchy eyes. Good night, sudden sneeze. Good night to your symptoms of allergies. Zysol is the allergy medicine you take before bed. It provides powerful relief while you rest your head. Not just all night, but all the next day. Zysol keeps working, keeping allergies at bay. And without those annoying symptoms disturbing your rest, you can wake up the next morning feeling your absolute best. Remember, be wise all. Take Zysol. At night.
Their homes.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the news desk. She's Kristi Lee.
Yep.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
The I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Trying to come up with names for hurricanes.
Oh, yeah?
How about a hurricane, huh?
Yeah.
I'm just saying that this study that shows that the feminine names in hurricanes don't instill enough fear to people to evacuate when they're told to do so.
I have to see the data on this.
I don't know. I think you made that up.
No, I told you the name of the scientist that came up with it.
Yeah, I think she made this up.
No. I'm just saying hurricane, they need to have scary names.
Hurricanes have levels,
monster
right?
names.
Yes,
or
levels.
Like biker gang names.
Okay.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
Right.
Level.
Hurricane Skull. You know, you're going to run from that one. Not Hurricane Taffy.
Has there ever been a Hurricane Taffy?
No. It's probably going to be. It's probably in the roster.
Why don't you think that some professor could get really drunk and come up with this idea? You know how they drink.
What?
They drink a lot.
People need to listen to the level, not the name anyway.
That's the thing, is how do we
Right.
know that all these female, the
Right.
majority of the female named hurricanes weren't category 1s?
Exactly.
No. They don't know. They name them in advance. There's a whole roster
That's
they
what
go
we're
down
saying.
the list.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see her data. I think she's just got an agenda to push about the sexes.
All right, fine. I'm just saying, like criminal names would be good, like in the ones you get in prison. Hey, Hurricane Knuckles.
You know,
how'd you get that nickname?
It's almost as if you don't hear any of us.
Okay, sorry. Well, let's move
He
forward.
wants to
How'd
talk
you get
about this.
You got the nickname Knuckles. Is it because you punch a lot of people? No.
No.
Damn it.
Because I have various sets of hands in my freezer.
Oh, all right.
What do you got over there?
Thursday night football last night. Josh Allen tosses 2 touchdown passes and runs for another. It was a scamper. And the Bills hang on to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 24-18 last night after a week of questions about how what's happening to the Bills. Low energy. What's the problem? Slow starting offense. Well, Allen comes through last night for Buffalo. He'd been listed on the Bills report with a right shoulder injury and was checked in the blue medical tent in the second quarter, but remained in the game. And what else goes on in that blue medical tent, do you think?
Prostate exams.
Don't you think there's like a table in there with a candle on it, possibly a violinist?
I think a series of syringes, and the guy goes, "What do you not want to feel right
That's
now?"
right.
And that's where they put the needle.
Do you want to play for us or not?
Yes.
Take the shot.
They have stirrups.
You're implying the Thanksgiving turkey pose for the gentlemen when they're in the blue tent. Is that
wouldn't
right?
that be great? Just that they wheel out a thing of stirrups.
Well, we don't know what they're doing in there, Joe, but
well, it's either his knee or his vagina.
And guess what? Tonight's game 1 of the World Series. And people like it when I do the weird sports.
I love it.
Sure. Welcome to the World Series. Former President George W. Bush, the former Texas Rangers owner, will throw out the ceremonial first pitch before Texas plays Arizona tonight in Arlington. And here's President Bush with tonight's some thoughts on the World Series game.
Are you ready for some football?
That's right.
Mr. President.
Wrong.
Don't interrupt me. This will be Bush's 4th World Series ceremonial first pitch, but his first before an opener. Bush, 77. That is an old Bush, Tom.
Silver Bush.
How about that? Huh? He headed the group that bought the Rangers from Eddie Childs in 1998 and was general partner through November of 94 when he stepped down as he prepared to become Texas governor, then, of course, president.
Who's the best athlete that was president?
Maybe Gerald Ford?
Got to be Ford.
Gerald Ford played at University of Michigan.
Even though he...
What? Simple fact.
Michigan, again.
Did Nixon play football?
He did.
He sure
For
did.
Whittier,
Whittier College.
Completely unrelated. What was the name of First Lady Ford? Her first name?
Betty
Ford. The Betty Ford Institute.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking Rosalind Carter.
Oh, yes.
Honestly. So this is even less related than what we were talking about.
Rosalind Carter.
I
Jimmy
saw a
Carter.
photo yesterday of Rosalind Carter shaking hands with John Wayne Gacy. Have you guys seen this?
What?
photo?
I've seen that photo.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day when it was
Yes.
happening.
Yeah. She was at some event and he was there. And
Gacy was very active in local politics.
yeah. He was like, yes, exactly.
You know, he was a clown at kids' parties.
Yes. Oh, God.
Yeah. Just an insane photo. Like, oh, dude. Poor Rosalind.
Did you know? Here's a quick trivia question. I'll throw this to you, Ace Cosby, our engineer.
Don't answer, Ace.
At the Nixon Museum,
Michigan.
That's the answer. At the Nixon Museum, they have a gift shop.
Okay.
Do you know what the number one selling item is?
Wow. Tape recorder?
It's an apron that says, I am not a cook.
Oh, my God, that'd be
fun.
brilliant. You'd lift it up, there'd be a Nixon nose.
That is very...
Yes.
I know what it is.
What
It's
is
a
it?
picture of Nixon and Elvis.
It's the postcard of Nixon with Elvis.
That is a great photo.
And
isn't it?
wigs.
And that's a great story. Elvis arrived at the White House stoned and strapped.
They've named that picture the Nelvis.
How cute.
Did you know that?
I really like, I am not a cook. That's hilarious. That should be recipes from 1968. I am not a cook from both sides of the aisle.
What do you think his favorite meal was, Nixon?
Nixon?
You could find out.
Like
Simple.
Pot roast.
Peekaboo shrimp or
Yeah, I see him as a meat and potato.
Yeah, pot roast, potatoes,
This is obscure.
carrots.
I was reading Keith Richards' book, and his favorite, he likes to do
I know what he likes.
bangers and mash.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
What is bangers and mash?
It's like
Sausage and
potatoes.
Oh, okay.
It's not real healthy, but it's worked for him. What is he, 80-something?
I don't think he worries
I think
about
Keith
what
Richards is-
goes into his body anymore.
I worry that if we were to eat anything healthy or do anything healthy, that would be the end of him.
It'd kill him.
Yeah.
That's what he is. He's pretty healthy right now. He's on talk shows talking normal.
Oh, really?
Very clear-headed. Yeah.
According to a website called Food and Wine, here are former President Richard Nixon's six favorite foods.
Oh,
Wow.
And yes, we're counting wine as a food because number 6, fine French wine
All
is
right.
number 6. Let's see. The White House was instructed to buy and serve cheap vintages to guests with a towel wrapped around the label. And it says here that Nixon kept all the fine Bordeaux for himself.
Why not?
wow.
He's president.
Number 5,
Saving the taxpayers some money. I appreciate it.
baked grapefruit.
What?
Never heard of it.
I've never heard of such
Another
a thing.
Nixon family favorite.
Yeah.
It was a dessert, featured fresh fruit. Source on this doesn't say whether it was the brulee variety, but this dish is served with a layer of melted brown sugar on top. Oh, that does sound pretty good. Number 4, ice cream sundaes.
Yeah.
Dick Nixon likes an ice cream
who
sundae.
doesn't?
Yeah, right? According to most accounts, Tricky Dick was a light eater, but some references in newspapers during his presidency indicate that even after a larger meal, he'd still make room for an ice cream sundae.
There you go.
Does it say what topping you like the best?
It does not, Kristi, but thanks for asking.
Napalm.
Number 3, spicy pepperoni salad.
Oh,
What? What?
This odd-sounding dish was also a lunch favorite. Salads in general made with fresh produce, and Nixon insisted on it. Number 2.
I wonder what dressing he had on that salad.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's a good
Napalm.
question.
Oh,
Number 2, meatloaf.
Ah.
I'm a big fan.
He loved meatloaf.
I'm a big fan.
Comfort food classic. It was the family recipe from his wife, Pat.
Oh, so it was had booze and
vodka.
This says it's half beef, but I saw beer. Half beef, half pork.
Buddy.
And the number one favorite food from Richard Nixon. Cottage cheese with ketchup.
Oh my gosh.
What? A Californian by birth, early on the health food train, it says here. And for lunch, he favored cottage cheese and fresh yogurt. And legend has it, his last meal as president was a dollop of cottage cheese with the pineapple with ketchup on the side.
That's amazing.
Yeah, there it is.
Never heard of such a thing. Wow.
I might try that later. I like ketchup on pretty much everything. I don't like. I never got
you're adding a bunch of sugar to your cottage cheese.
Peaches or whatever they put on the. You go to a cafeteria and there'll be the cottage cheese.
Yeah.
Some yellow thing on top. I don't know, what is that? A lemon? What's going on?
Isn't it a pineapple?
I don't know what's going on.
Oftentimes it can be a pineapple ring.
Yeah.
Or a,
the one to look up is President Taft.
He had a good time in the kitchen.
His favorite meal. Seconds.
We'll come.
Big guy.
He was really big.
Stuck in
Josh.
the bathtub.
I can't wait. We need another fat president. We're due. I mean, I know we've had bigger.
It won't happen.
We have a guy
potentially. Yeah.
Who?
From New Jersey.
From New Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, Kristi.
Kristi,
Yeah.
I'm voting for him just because he's fat. I don't even know. I
weight.
care less about his politics. I just want a fat guy in there.
But he's kind of lost some
Not
weight.
much.
No, not much at all.
Is he one of those guys? I'm down 2.5 pounds. Thank you for noticing, Kristi.
They call me Stick.
President Taft's favorite food coming up,
All
and
right.
it might include a roadkill.
Okay.
He ate anything.
We have a deer in a restaurant coming up.
Except Mrs. Taft.
And lava lamps and why they're important in the world of computers. That's very interesting. Right now, I want to talk about my friend Steven Singer. And Steven Singer's giving something away because he doesn't like it.
Is that
Sorry,
right?
I don't want this. You can have it. What I'm talking about are our lab-grown diamonds. You buy a real diamond from Steven Singer, and he'll hand you over one of these lab-grown things. Did you know that the Federal Trade Commission enforces language used around diamonds? When the word diamond is used alone, it can only refer to a real, natural diamond. It's not about some chemical thing made in the laboratory. No, thank you, says Steven Singer. Steven has never sold and will never sell something that has no intrinsic value. Steven Singer diamonds, those are the ones that maybe a year from now you want a bigger one. He'll be happy to swap it for you at full value. That's right. Get the details by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. Now, we're talking about engagement rings. Maybe you've been thinking of popping the question. Well, now's the time, and guess what? Steven Singer can get those rings to you and anything from Steven Singer Jewelry very quickly. You get an order in before 2 o'clock Eastern Time. It's out the door that day almost every time. Once again, the details are posted at IHateStevenSinger.com. Look at the array of jewelry from Mr. Singer. And you can get one of those laboratory diamonds on the house when you buy a real earthborn diamond, as I like to call them. Once again, it's IHateStevenSinger.com. What a great Halloween trick or treat. Hey, baby, I've got your treat. It's a diamond ring. Cha-ching, bada, bing. Once again, IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, also a really cool Beatles story. The Beatles are back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Este episodio es presentado por Honda. Descubra la nueva Honda Passport Trail Sport Todoterreno. La Passport más todoterreno que Honda haya imaginado jamás. Esta Passport cuenta con mayor altura al suelo, barras de techo en todas sus versiones y neumáticas especialmente diseñados para cualquier terreno. Además, disfruta todos tus viajes con el control de clima de 3 zonas, techo panorámico y opciones como asientos delanteros con calefacción y ventilación. Conoce más en honda.com/passport.
Support comes from ServiceNow. We're for people doing the creative work they actually want to do. That's why this ad was written and read by a real person and not AI. You know what people don't want to do? Boring, busy work. Now with AI agents built into the ServiceNow platform, you can automate millions of repetitive tasks in every corner of your business, IT, HR, and more, so your people can focus on the work that they want to do. That's putting AI agents to work for people. It's your turn. Visit ServiceNow.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Got a Disney update. Who wants to hear about Walt Disney World and the jails?
Oh, I do.
Dear Tom, this is from Daryl, and he says, Believe me when I tell you what I'm about to tell you.
No, this is because we had a guy jump into the lagoon at Epcot on a bet, apparently a $6,000 bet. He was immediately detained.
Am I the only one who would jump in for $6,000?
I
jump
would.
in. I would.
$6,000.
I believe I would have as well.
Oh, yeah.
Cash.
You got to know your friends have it.
Cash.
Well, there's that.
On the barrelhead. Dear folks, Disney does not have a jail.
Oh, what?
They call in Orange County sheriffs. Then the Orange County sheriffs take them to county jail. I know.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Who's that from?
I'm not saying.
That's
Okay. His
Disneyland.
first
Yeah,
name-
that must be Disneyland.
That's Disneyland, yeah.
His first name's Daryl.
Okay, Daryl.
Yeah. Isn't that Orange County in Florida too?
I wouldn't be
Not
surprised.
in Orlando, though.
But
What county's Orlando? That's a good question, Kristi. Why didn't you ask?
Seminole, I think. No?
Kiss my ass.
Is it cover? And,
That's not Seminole. Never mind. I'm not sure.
Blow, Seminole wind.
I know Volusia County. I know.
Orlando is in Orange County.
Okay.
Really? Okay. How about
I
that?
stand correct.
I was with you, Pat.
I know that Volusia County is famous.
Is that where you used to live?
I did. I lived in
what
Volusia
town?
County. DeLand.
Oh, why do they call it DeLand, Tom?
I'm glad you asked. It's near DC.
For right now, I'm conscientiously objecting. Right now. And then we
I
were
was
talking.
watching Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Yes.
3.
Yes.
And the lead couple gets pulled over early in the film, and the police officer says, "Where are you headed?" And they said, "DeLand, Florida."
That's not right.
Really?
And you chuckled to yourself,
hell.
didn't you?
I shook
See,
my head.
how long? 6.5 years? Is that why you've been with us, right? Working here on the show? Or has it been over
It's
7?
been over 7, yeah.
This is just beginning to happen, how he can ruin your life. The little things that sneak into your head. You'll be watching a movie. Man, Tom would hate this. Oh, my God! You know, stuff like that. And we were talking about presidents and their favorite meal, and we found out that President Nixon his favorite, like cottage cheese and ketchup.
Yeah.
That's really something.
And he would not eat Jimmy Dean sausage.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Or
Why not?
Reminded him of John Dean.
I knew there was.
So he used to eat it, and then he.
Yeah, it's a Watergate joke, folks. Come on.
You know who
Read
really
a book.
didn't like John Dean was Liddy.
Hated him. A weasel.
He's a rat.
Yeah.
John Dean was a rat.
I'm a little surprised Dean lived.
Yeah, right. Now, President Taft, first of all, his favorite meal was roasted possum.
What? Boy, oh
As a
man.
matter of fact, at one of the Thanksgivings in the White House, they had a turkey, and right beside it was a 26-pound roasted possum.
26 pounds.
He loved possum, and he had steak for breakfast every day. That's the legend.
Okay.
And what you do is he had a specific way to prepare it. Select a T-bone, a tenderloin, or sirloin. Wipe the meat dry. Remove the outside skin, some of the fat if there's a large quantity. And then grease the boiler. Place the steak on the broiler over a clear fire under glass. Sear quickly, both sides, Tom.
I like a Pittsburgh steak.
To prevent the juices escaping. Turn again, cook on both sides until done. 10 to 15 minutes for a medium thick steak.
He's about, that's almost what I do.
Yeah.
I pat it dry.
Yeah.
And then, of course, let it come to room. And then you
Room
sear
temp,
both
yeah.
sides, and then you cook it the rest of the way.
Remove to a hot platter, sprinkle salt and pepper, and spread generous butter.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't butter my steak.
You don't need the butter, but that's delicious.
Am I doing something wrong when I'm salting and peppering my steak before it goes
Oh, I
on?
do that.
You
That's
salt
you're
before, I
supposed
think,
to.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You're doing it right.
President Taft salted and peppered after it was cooked.
Well, I do
Now,
wanna-
is possum gamey? I've never.
It has to be, right?
Man. We've got to have it. Can Jess Hooker make us a pasta?
No.
Poor thing.
If she's not awake, her phone's about to ring.
You know,
Hey,
they
Jen.
are hideous creatures.
But
I had
they-
one scare me nearly to death.
Oh,
That
I think
face.
they're cute.
A friend of mine had a possum trapped on a screened-in porch. It was pissed, hissing,
hissing
and stuff.
Open the door. Let it out.
So I imagine we can probably find a place that has possum meat prepared, ready to be cooked. So we'll ask Jess.
I think possums are cute.
They used to eat it on the Beverly Hillbillies all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a TV show, Tom. I don't know if you remember that.
And an amazing, a joke. Clearly, they're backwards people. They
They're hillbillies.
The point of the story was that Jed was actually smarter than most of those people.
The
whole point of the show.
It was a very
don't underestimate the man because he speaks in a certain way.
Life wisdom, yeah, exactly.
Remember his catchphrase? Whoo, doggies.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I love the Beverly Hillbillies.
I do too.
I had a college professor that said that a lot.
The black and white episodes.
There you go.
Ooh, doggy.
And
Really?
tonight on Awful TV, it's Alf followed by the Beverly Hillbillies.
That's Saturday
You
morning.
had a professor at Columbia that would say that.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Whoo, doggies.
Oh, sure, yeah. He'd go with that Noam Chomsky. Woo, doggies. Yeah, he was a really smart guy.
Was this?
I like it. He was smart and down to earth.
Yeah. So he must have watched the Beverly Hillbillies because it was on about the time you were at Columbia.
It was 20 years earlier. That's okay.
No.
I mean, it had to have been
It was the 60s, late
repeated out the wazoo because it was when I was a kid.
All the stuff's still on there somewhere. Well, let's move on. What else have you got in sports?
Well, we've got one of these. Stupid world record. A nonagenarian, it says here. That's
Josh.
right.
Somebody in their 90s, sure.
Very good. 92-year-old from Germany has become the oldest person to hike the Grand Canyon from rim to rim.
Hike or fall.
This is known as...
This counts as hiking, right?
This whole process is called the rim job.
Rim to rim. What?
The old Arizona rim job.
Is that...
The rim,
Hang on, Kristi
the
has
rim
a
of the
question.
Grand Canyon is the place where it drops
Yes.
suddenly. So you're down inside the thing the whole time.
How many days did this take?
Months.
Does it say?
Yes, eventually.
When you read ahead quietly, it doesn't really help us.
I was staring.
He really was waiting for us to shut the hell up.
92-year-old Alfredo Aliaga joined his daughter, son-in-law, he's a loser, honey, and 2 witnesses on a hike through the Grand Canyon earlier this month. After 2 days and over 21 hours of hiking 24 miles, Alfredo surpassed the previous Guinness World Records holder.
I did it.
Alfredo credits his longevity and vitality to 3 things. Loving Dick Vitale. Vitality, Tom. And healthy eating and water intake, daily exercise, 8.5 hours of sleep each and every night.
Screw you, Alfredo.
His family. They will submit evidence of the attempt to Guinness for adjudication and verification.
How old was
has
he?
nothing to do with it.
There you go. Huh?
92 years old from
92.
Germany.
Yes, that's right.
Well, the first thing is surviving World War II. That'd be important.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Have you seen the pictures? The turkey vultures circling over.
Oh, it said here at the end, it's none of your business, he answered when they asked him where he was in 42. And can you name this music? Anybody? Here we go.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Beverly
This is the
Hillbillies.
Beverly Hillbillies.
This is the ancillary.
With Ellie Mae.
Nope, it's Beverly Hillbillies with Ellie Mae.
There we go. What is that
Ellie Mae.
instrument they're playing at 90 miles an hour?
I don't know.
It sounds like a harp, one of those standing harps way up on the high end or something. He's plucking it.
Yeah, what is that?
Maybe Dean knows.
It's guitar that they record slow and play it back fast.
Really?
Oh,
that's cheap.
No. Really?
Yeah, how could anybody play that? How could anybody play that quickly? That's very nice. Thank you very much.
You'd be so shocked to know that was Jimi Hendrix actually provided that music.
7 years old.
You know what? You know what Jed said when Jimi Hendrix came on. Said, "Woo, doggies." That fella's cool. That's what he. Here we go. Stupid world record.
Another one.
You know, perhaps maybe this will dress this bit up a little bit. It's time for a world record.
Oh yes.
An international trio. You like this, Tom?
Yeah, it's nice.
International trio has come together to break the Guinness World Record for the highest elevation high line.
What?
Quinn Herterich of Germany again.
A Quinn Herterich production.
What, did you get the Argentine Daily this morning? What's going on?
So it's the Guinness. This is from the Guinness World Records book.
Oh, his name's Quirin.
What?
Queerin.
Q-U-I-R-I-N.
Wow.
Hey, Pat, later on this weekend, you want to go out of queering?
Yeah, we'll go queering again.
Let's go queering. I don't let myself do it too much because I enjoy it so much.
That's right. You got it.
Queering with his friends from Argentina. Federico Cantu and Alejo Roldan.
Can you? Federico Cantu.
They strung a high line between two anchor points in the central Andes where they make the mints. They walked along a line.
Pat and I went queering with the Andes once.
Andy.
Well, the Belize.
The one Andy has his own radio show. You got your Andy Cohen.
Nothing for the Andes
Andy
mints.
I like
the Andes mints.
Oh, I love Andes mints.
Sure.
Andes.
The picture of these guys are way, way, way up high. What are they, 19,000
That's why it's called
feet?
the high line.
But, I mean, it's terrifying.
19,000 feet in the mountains.
Yeah, but I mean, they're still if you fall from where they are, they're
Are they
toast.
walking on it?
Yeah,
They have a safety line.
and it's
though,
a
right?
loose
They're tethered to it, right?
Yeah, there is a safety line.
Cheating.
Oh,
No
I
good.
would.
go
And they're
queering
way
then.
up high, so it's got to be getting up there. Can you imagine being at that altitude?
No.
I'd go anywhere to do some queering. I know that.
Yeah,
You don't have to tether me.
Sometimes you have to go up
Let me
way in the
at it.
mountains, away from the missus.
Hey, Brokeback, spit on your hand.
Is that a common name in Germany? Q-U-I-R-I-N? Queering?
I think in downtown Berlin, I think. I saw Cabaret right.
Oh, boy.
They walked along a line that was 211 feet above the ground, about half the height of the Pyramid of Giza and taller than the 187-foot tall Pisa Tower, the Leaning Tower.
But how tall is that tower if it's standing up straight?
You might know it as the Leaning Tower of Pizza, and it would be pizza, and it would be 209 feet.
Is there a restaurant that has a leaning tower of pizza where you get?
Probably.
They better.
They should. That'd be fun.
The Leaning Tower
of Pizza.
That seems like it was in a movie. They went to have pizza. I know Pizza Planet's in Toy Story, but there's the Leaning Tower. Maybe the Babysitter movie. Anyway, the record took place, though, in the Andes Mountains.
Where the mints come from.
Thank you. And the record took place at an elevation 19,410 feet.
Wow.
Like 3 miles up, man. 3.5 miles.
That's great. Very cool. You look at the photographs. They're amazing.
I'm good.
Josh is good, Tom.
Just so dismissive.
On your
Really?
And that has been today's world record.
And look at Ellie Mae out there.
Got a rope belt on.
Out by the cement pond.
Yep.
She's playing with her critter.
Ellie, put those critters away, will you?
The actress
Come here, Ellie.
The actress that played Ellie Mae.
Still to this
Donna
day.
Douglas?
If Donna were alive today.
She stuck with that look, and it
well, so did Rosemary.
age well.
Rosemary
Yes.
had the bow in her hair.
didn't age well. Yeah, she didn't age well.
Yeah, Donna Douglas wore the braids and the rope belt.
Silver hair and pigtails, not great. It's pretty gross.
Yeah, that sounds like patchouli.
Too long.
It smells like.
Do I look pretty?
You sure do, Girl Scout.
Baby, look pretty now. And Tom.
Yes.
Boy, are you wrong, Tom.
What is it now?
This is from Scott. You were discussing terms for the police. I believe you floated out there the fuzz.
I was asking, what is the current term? I didn't say I knew what it was. I was asking if Popo, Ace suggested 5-0.
I think this guy is right, because he said when 5-0 was mentioned, Tom said it seemed outdated and referred to Hawaii 5-0. The term 5-0 is not related to Hawaii 5-0, Scott says.
What?
The term was used in the 90s to refer to the Ford V8, which has a 5-liter engine. The vehicles had a fender tag that said 5.0. Therefore, 5-0 became the reference for the police.
Then why was Hawaii 5-0 in the 60s called Hawaii 5-0?
Because it's the 50th state.
Oh.
Really?
That makes sense.
If you don't know that for a fact, you sold the hell out of it.
Did you?
No, I always thought that was the reason.
Sounds,
Me too.
And then I thought the police were called 5-0 because of Hawaii 5-0. But it was because of the 50th state, I think.
No, this says this particular thing would disagree.
It says the police were 5-0?
Yeah.
I don't believe
From the 1968 TV series, American slang for police. Who knows?
In the 60s.
68.
I thought that would be the only thing that made. I don't remember 5-0 being used until. Never mind.
I don't know.
But fuzz is definitely out.
Fuzz is out.
Probably. It's dated, but it's
Popo and
Popo seems real dated to me.
And then rollers, which Al Jackson thought might be contemporary. That apparently is used in the movie The Blues Brothers. They're being followed by the rollers. So I don't know.
I don't remember that scene.
I'm sure there are many underground references to the police. But
apparently, Chick may be correct. Hawaii 5-0 is an homage to the 50th state.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
And then it says here
this says it's a slang term for law enforcement,
and that it was it became one after Hawaii 5-0.
That's what that's the way I thought the link was.
Yeah.
But who knows?
The larger point is it does not matter.
It doesn't. You're right.
I'm getting a text. Yes, to literally anyone.
Oh, okay.
I tell you what does matter is that Jack Lord never won an Emmy for Hawaii 5-0.
That's why I wanted to change the subject.
Do you know who did?
Helen Hayes' son.
No,
right?
the people that put his toupees on, because with all those breezes, the wind you get in Hawaii to keep that hair on, that's how they invented super glue.
As a Jack
you ever
Lord,
see that commercial where Jack Lord attaches his
Jack Lord
hair to a
fan
beam and
all the way back to Stony Burke? How dare you? And Dano wasn't he Helen Hayes' son or something? James MacArthur.
Mm-hmm. Well, coming
he
up,
did all the work.
Coming up, we have new news about the Beatles.
Yep,
and this is really cool. And pumpkins in the news,
folks.
and sex toys in the news. It's all coming up next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
To this show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. More emails coming in, Tom. We've hit a nerve with this.
Pouring in, flooding in.
Oh.
We've hit a nerve with the policemen and the correctional officers all across the country. No, they're different names used for different people.
Okay, the Hawaii 5-0 thing, that guy's wrong.
Okay.
Cursory glance.
Hey, remember, windbags don't have to be right.
Yeah, that's
part
part of beauty of being a windbag.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Matt. I'm a correctional officer in Ontario, Canada. We and the police here are referred to as screws.
I thought that was prison guards.
He said he's a corrections officer, right?
He says we and the police are referred to as screws.
Yeah, that's cool.
Lousy screws.
Toughest screw in the whole
I think
joint.
those screws is used correctly if you're incarcerated.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think hey, cop, you probably, I guess, if you're out in the wild, I would think, but not use screw unless you're locked up, I would think.
Now, we were talking about the Disney jail.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Disney.
And someone implied that he had personal knowledge of them not having a jail.
But that was Disneyland. I'm just wondering.
Not necessarily. It was Orange County, and there's
Pat
Orange County.
There is Orange County.
We're incorrect, Tom.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. I don't know. I would just assume that Disney World would have a jail.
I would too.
Pat, you saw all those cruise ships have jails, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
A couple of stadiums have jails. Philadelphia
does. Yeah.
I heard that the Disney jail, and as you mentioned, the Beagle Boys are the screws, and a lot of bad things happen there.
They're running the jail,
like Sodomickey.
Right.
It's a small hole after all. It's a small hole
after all. His butt. It's a small hole.
His butt.
The fabled Disney jail is really just a holding room with a few basic chairs and a security office at the park.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not really a jail.
I think it'd be much cooler if it were,
Oh, yeah.
had dwarves that were guards walking around, strapped.
What about Oompa Loompa Doopity?
Some kind of a themed jail. Maybe have a ride. Sorry, let's just move forward.
And we were talking about the Leaning Tower of Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Is there one?
There are many, many pizza shops all across the country that are named Leaning Tower of Pizza.
Oh.
For instance, good morning, everyone. My name's Amy. There's a pizza sub shop in Mansfield, Ohio called the Leaning Tower. Best pizza subs you'll ever eat.
All right.
I know Pat Godwin has done at least one show in Mansfield. It's my hometown. You remember, Pat, when you were in Mansfield with me? Mm-hmm. You remember Amy?
What does it go on to say?
You're making that up.
I made that.
Are you trying to ruin Pat's weekend?
I made that part up.
By the way, speaking of Ohio, real quick, I want to mention Delphus, Ohio. And it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be Jeff Oskay, Willie G, and Patty G, Saturday, November 11th in beautiful Delphus.
No. Willie's not there.
Oh, it's not Willie? Oh, I thought Willie was. Oh, Willie's at the Ho Chunk the week before. Sorry, Willie's at Ho Chunk in the Wisconsin Dells with Oskay and you.
Yeah.
Sorry, this gets confusing.
I know.
But you'll be in Delphus with Oskay coming up the 11th.
Yeah.
Of November. So that's your Ohio hunk. Now, what else have you got over there?
Leaning Tower in Ann Kenny, Iowa. And
have you ever been up to Leaning Tower, Pisa?
I have not.
I've been there.
I don't
you can't
care.
go up in it, can you?
I don't care for the fact that it's now cabled.
Yeah.
And it should have fallen naturally and become the fallen tower.
I didn't know that.
Huh. Yeah, it's not naturally. It would have fallen had they not.
I thought some guy had an elaborate plan to freeze the ground underneath so it wouldn't fall anymore or something. I don't know. But there, you say it's cabled, huh?
That's what I.
Wasn't when I was there, but that was a while back. Thought it was pretty cool.
I'm probably wrong.
Scary.
I end up being wrong on
Everybody taking that picture.
Guy skateboarding down.
You know what they should do?
That was not true.
Is put a big giant behind it with some ropes and have him hold.
Yes.
Around the tower,
like Mr. Bendo.
Like he's a giant.
That's a great idea.
Ugh. And then maybe have him growl when people walk underneath.
Yes, I like it a lot.
Kids would have kids that come see that.
Is that sports?
Yes, that's sports.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome.
Let's just get right to it.
Yes, it is.
This.
There are cables.
I say things, and then you guys question it, and then I think I'm stupid when really I'm the smartest one in the room.
I know.
That's what, it happens
every
of course.
Yeah.
If you're the smartest one in the room, you're in the wrong room.
Oh, yeah, you got to get out of the room. Be a good sport, won't you? Here's Kristi.
The latest new Beatles song is set to be released this week. Actually next week. The track called Now and Then will be available Thursday, November 2nd as part of a single paired with Love Me Do, the very first Beatles single that came out in 1962 in England.
Boy, what a cash grab.
The new song
I think this is great.
comes from a batch of unreleased demos written by the late John Lennon and contains guitar that George Harrison recorded nearly 3 decades ago.
Wow.
With the help of artificial intelligence, director Peter Jackson was able to separate Lennon's vocals, allowing Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr to complete the track. Now and Then comes from the same batch of unreleased demos written by the late John Lennon, which were taken by his former bandmates to construct the songs Free as a Bird and Real Love that were released back in the mid-1990s.
Yeah, apparently, help me with this, Pat. I guess those demos were on a cassette, and I guess
Yoko gave him the
piano
they've taken that out. Yeah.
Was blocking Lennon's vocal, but they were able to somehow remove that and salvage the vocal, and then they reconstructed a song.
So Lennon's voice is on the song?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I loved Free as a Bird. I thought it made
I
me,
did too.
Made me cry to think of what it was.
Remember
the change.
Song.
Yeah, I don't know.
Remember
I
that
don't know
song?
No, I don't know it.
They found some lost Lennon thing on a tape too, on some old machine he had in the house.
They did?
Have you heard that?
No. What does it sound like?
The piano. It sounds like this. We're not home right now, Yoko and I, but if you leave a message at the sound of the tone, we'll get back to you. Get back to you as soon as possible.
They had that tape.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, Kristi, the flip side is going to be what was their first American single,
Right.
which is pretty cool. Remember this sound?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles.
Wow! How about
Can you
that?
turn that up?
That was the lady behind me at the Eagles concert.
Loud, was she?
Yes.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles. That'll be cool. I wonder how it's. I haven't heard any advance anything in it.
November 2nd, you'll hear it.
The new Beatles song. The weird thing is, did you see this? What's his name? Tupac is releasing a single where he samples it. Which is
wow,
amazing.
That is amazing. What? Remember, for a while there, the new Tupac material was just still coming out for so long.
Aren't there like 75 post-death Hendrix albums?
Yeah, Hendrix is.
I think that may be the record. I don't know, for the most
Tom, the new Beatles single is not the most important piece of audio being released next week.
What is the most important?
November 3rd.
Josh Arnold, Half Fat. Thank you.
Oh, that's right.
I'm aware of that. I have the posters made for you. They're right there.
I've heard.
I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying.
I've heard there might be a holdup.
Oh, yeah, all's good. Everything's good, yeah.
Week from today, huh?
I cleaned up the holdup.
Are we having a release party?
Yes.
Cool.
Is that right?
Yes.
And once again, if you see the poster, it says Josh Arnold Half Fat. A great poster designed by Josh and PJ. And then it says recorded live, dropping November 3rd,
That's right.
2023.
Yeah,
Isn't that nice? And by the way, you're losing so much weight. I don't know what you're going to do.
My body has nothing to do with...
I mean, no, because you have a whole thing about being half fat. What are you going to do? You're going to have to take that out of your show.
You look like a football player in that.
That's the old Josh. That was the old,
He looks like Josh.
Still
looks like Josh.
Good.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it, Josh.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a big deal.
You
Congratulations.
could say Josh Arnold was half fat.
No, it's all fine. Everything's good.
Yep.
What did we
a big
decide the next
was
album
over
was
it.
going to be called?
What did we decide the next album was going to be?
The 12th of
Judging
Never?
by the amount of effort we've seen lately, Half-Baked.
You wanted to say half-assed, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought...
Half-assed actually would have been a better...
Half-assed is funnier.
No, I think Half-Baked implies less effort.
Well, what does half-assed imply? But almost no effort.
I acknowledge that. We're looking forward to it. That'll be cool. And we got a bunch of cool dates coming up in Wisconsin, and we'll be letting you know about those. Also coming up in the news, Kristi Lee, what's next?
Coming up, we have a very interesting skull that was found, or was it?
Very interesting.
And
Was it me? No, skull face, it wasn't.
Would you buy a house that has a non-functioning meth lab in it? There's one for sale in California.
No, I want a functioning meth lab.
Yes. Why would you buy one that'd be like
the meth lab, it's a fixer-upper meth lab.
How do you feel
Wouldn't
about
that be
a billiard room?
That show has to
Wouldn't that be funny on one of those fixer-upper shows?
They could use this house. And how do you feel about restaurants charging customers for bad parenting?
All for it.
Yep.
Me too.
In fact, I think there should be just a $20 fee to bring a kid into a restaurant.
I get that.
We're coming right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Prime Video. In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video March 27th.
Are your ulcerative colitis symptoms proving difficult to manage? Tremfya guselkumab can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. At 1 year, many patients taking Tremfya achieved clinical remission, and some patients also achieved endoscopic remission. Individual results may vary. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor if Tremfya can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more, or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Collie.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee is over there at the news desk. What's going on?
Not much. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? Yeah, just hanging out.
There's Pat Godwin.
It's a Friday.
Hello, chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
I'm in a weekend frame of mind.
There's Josh Arnold.
Good for you, Kristi.
The I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Now, let's get back to the action. Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. I look at the roster here, and it doesn't say exactly when it's going to take place. And then,
oh my God! Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Chick.
Yes, Ace.
Halloween's right around the corner.
I know.
Getting ready for that. My favorite candy is candy corn.
Oh.
You like candy corn?
I do. You know who's in charge of all that candy corn?
Who is in charge of all the candy corn that they give away at Halloween?
The Colonel.
That That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Fall is in the air, and that means it's time for the sale so nice they have to do it twice. The Omaha Steaks semi-annual sale. 50% off at omahasteaks.com. It's the perfect time to grab all your fall grilling favorites. Plus, when you use our code BTS at checkout, you're going to get an additional $30 off your order. Minimum order may be required. Thank you, Omaha Steaks, and thank you, Ace, for that wonderful dose of comment.
Keeping with his Halloween theme, we now return to the Bob and Tom News Desk with Kristi Lee.
Authorities in Washington state say a report of human remains in a cave turned out to be a plastic beer bong.
Sorry.
Like one of those skulls with a spine?
According to the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife, officers received a call from a person who said they spotted the remains while paddleboarding inside a cave on the Pend Oreille River. Officers swam inside the cave and found what appeared to be a skull at the bottom. Upon closer inspection, however, it turned out to be a plastic skull beer bong that apparently sunk to the bottom of the cave.
Gotcha. Yeah.
A beer bong.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Not a bong. I imagine there's a I assume a
clang
marijuana smoking skull bong out there somewhere, I would think.
Oh,
sure.
And we have some skulls that were made for us.
Thanks, Joe.
For holding candy, and they're 3D printed by Joe.
Aren't these cool?
They're very nice. We got a whole bunch of them. We certainly appreciate it. Is he biting you?
He wanted to give me a kiss, but I was
you don't want
not ready
skull
for that.
kisses? It's only half a kiss, really.
Yeah, you only got the one.
Hey, you think you could hold that up? Oh, he doesn't have a lower jaw.
No mandible.
I was wondering if you could fit your...
Okay, what else have you got, Kristi?
A semi-truck hauling pumpkins burst into flames on a California freeway.
Yikes.
KTLA
We're in Los Angeles.
reports the blaze broke out on the freeway number 5 at Smoky Bear Road in Lubbock.
It's the 5.
Yeah, I know. Video of the scene shows burnt and bruised pumpkins scattered on the road.
Are they flammable?
As crews extinguished the flames, no injuries were reported. Authorities are investigating the cause of the fire. Yeah, they will burn. Why wouldn't they?
They're just as flammable, or maybe even more so than kerosene.
Wow, no,
that's a lie. First of all, you're not supposed to put the candles in until you've carved them.
Huh?
That's a fact.
I thought you were just supposed to put... my dad used to put a light bulb in the bottom of them, like a Christmas light.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
you
just
definitely use fake.
Yeah.
Fake
Well, they have little tiny battery ones. That
Sure. Well, they have those little fake flames for restaurant tables. They're not real.
I used to use real candles.
I still do.
I still do, too, yeah. I like
yeah.
You put candles on your Christmas tree? That's what I
No. Not till after New Year's Eve when it's good and dry.
I don't recommend this for anyone, but I had my Christmas tree in the backyard, and I thought, I wonder what would happen. You would not believe how fast that thing was engulfed in flames.
Man, I bet.
It
I bet
was
they go up.
terrifying.
Yeah, they're dry, and there's a lot of air in there. They go quick. Be careful.
Yep.
But did you see the picture of all these burned pumpkins on the freeway in L.A.?
No.
I did not see it, no.
And an enterprising set of Boy Scouts started charging for the haunted highway.
Oh,
$40 to pass through.
$40?
Yeah.
It's $5 cheaper than a bag of their popcorn.
And tastes better.
Of course, it's a fine organization.
Would you like the toasted pumpkin spice popcorn?
Do you like toasted pumpkin seeds?
I do.
Salted
yes,
and great.
Yes.
Every year I kind of try.
Mm-hmm. People who like those, though, will not leave you alone if you don't like them.
They can be good, but they can also be terrible.
Yeah.
I try and chew a few of them and go, well, that was fun. Where's the wastebasket?
The salt was good.
What would you rather have? Like an almond or a sunflower seed?
Cashews, I think.
A cashew.
I like a nice cashew.
The most pretentious of all nuts.
I hope
of course.
so.
What's your favorite nut?
Cashew.
Oh, Gesundheit. Did you have fun with that?
Chick looks.
It's all about.
I'm shocked and aghast.
It's all about.
You're a professional comedian. You got an album coming out.
The subtlety of the delivery.
And unfortunately, none of it's as good as that.
Coming up, by the way, I forgot to mention this. We have a news we failed to mention with Jeff Oskay coming up.
Oh.
I'm certainly looking forward to that.
Can't wait to see his tie.
We head back to the news desk. Have we missed anything?
A house in California that was the site of a meth-making operation now on the market.
Did you make this meth?
Well, here's another fine meth you've gotten us into.
It'll only set you back $1.5 million. According to the Zillow listing, the 6-bedroom, 4-bath house in San Jose features an in-ground swimming pool as well as, quote, an inactive meth lab and meth contamination.
The real estate market in San Jose is really hit on hard times because no one knows
the way to San Jose.
No matter how many people you ask.
Hey, no one has any directions anymore.
Do
Even with
you
your
know
ways.
the way
Ever
to
since
San
Backrack died.
Do you know?
NBC
I like
Los
that
Angeles.
song, and I don't know why.
Because
KTLA?
it's great.
It's a great song.
So if you don't go to San Jose, just remember, if you're going to San Francisco,
Yeah, you should probably make plans and get prepared.
And put flowers in your hair?
That's
be sure.
Exactly. You got to be ready.
I hate that song. Sorry.
Really?
NBC Los Angeles reports the property was raided by the FBI in March. That led to the arrest of an individual who's accused of stockpiling bomb-making chemicals, methamphetamine, and firearms.
What a madman.
You know, which is worse, the bombs or the meth?
Would-be buyers are not allowed on the property
oh, that's helpful.
until it's decontaminated and cleared by the Santa Clara County Health Department.
Ah, okay.
That would be such a funny TV show where they have the fixer-upper people. Hi. The bubbly woman and the hardworking carpenter.
Hey, we're going to tear this all out.
Well, first now we made we are supporting this post with Sudafed boxes.
Hey, how about this?
We have 10,000 of them.
This is the original Terrazzo, but
Why isn't Mrs. Claus named Santa Clara?
Because her name is Claus.
Tom, your thoughts? Well, Clara Claus.
I like Clara Claus, but I think Santa is only for
Santa's implies male,
I
gender.
think
No, isn't she?
Yes,
Isn't
Mrs.
she
Claus.
Mrs. Claus?
What's her
What is her
first
actual name, though?
What is her first name?
We don't know.
No.
Like Edith or something?
I think it did probably.
Clara would be perfect.
Clara Claus is very nice.
Yeah.
Santa Clara.
How did we get from
Gertrude is what it says here.
Gertrude.
Gertie Claus?
Says, yeah.
She's got Gertie Claus.
You know,
Santa's
either
name
Gerties are really ugly or really hot. That's what I found out. Yeah.
Isn't Santa's name Kris Kringle?
Well,
I think so.
Nicholas.
James Reese, in a book in 1849 called Mysteries of City Life, explored the variety of traditions, and he's the first to name Mrs. Claus, giving her the moniker Gertrude.
well, that guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Either that or sweet
Pop
ass.
culture has given her the name Jessica.
What?
Jessica
Just saying.
Claus.
That doesn't work either.
No, she's not a Jessica.
No, she's not a Jessica.
Gertrude kind of suits her body type a little more.
You hear Gertrude and you think round,
You
don't
think
you?
a fatty fat.
No, I think a big, beautiful woman.
Fat,
Is that what they call
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Who are you kidding?
So technically, she really doesn't have a first name. I guess you can call her whatever you want.
Mrs. Claus.
Just don't call her late for
Claus.
this.
Lazy, unemployed.
Call her late
Yeah.
for Christmas.
Unemployed,
Don't let her drive the sleigh, for God's sake.
No, she didn't get her
Man.
license.
Is always drunk.
Ah.
Well, she sits around all day. She's bored.
Yeah.
Getting
Coming
hit on
up,
by elves.
Yeah.
anybody in this room have a lava lamp?
I had one for
I have.
years.
There were
Currently
two
have
up in
one.
my kids' room somewhere. Yeah.
You have a smoke alarm up there.
Oh, Jesus.
I
yeah,
was
I've
gonna
had
get,
lava
I
lamps
was
forever.
going to get a lava lamp, but you told me that they all burst into flames. It's only a matter of time.
Never had a problem.
Well, you're just lucky.
How many people do you know that really had a lava lamp?
Not a matter of if, but a matter of when.
Oh, Tom. God.
You know, you should go this way. Instead of like violently denying that you're crazy, you should just embrace the hell out of it. It's only a matter of when.
Coming up, we have lava lamps in the news.
Bear attacks. It's going to happen.
And also, as Kristi said, should there be a fine for bad parenting in a restaurant?
Man.
Apparently a restaurant's already doing that.
There's very little risk to a lava lamp catching on fire. All of them are UL listed and essentially a light bulb below
What lava lamp
a
company
sealed
published
bottle.
that?
Yeah, it doesn't say no risk.
You know who that is? That's the Lava Lamp Lobby.
Big lava lamp is
Big lava. Big lava. They got you thinking just what they want you to.
Right now, it's time to check in with Mr. McGee.
Raycon, everyday earbuds. That's what I'm going to tell you about. You know that Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever. They have 3 sound profiles to choose from that match whatever you're listening to. You can listen wherever, maybe while you travel or during a workout, because Raycon's has those optimized gel tips that fit every ear ever made, and they're comfortable enough for all-day wear. And remember, Raycons do not budge. They fall out of your ears for no reason. Not with the Raycons. And also, with Raycon, you get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and they start about half the price of other premium audio brands. And no wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 78,000 five-star reviews. And Raycon is having their annual fall sale. For a limited time, go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 20% off site-wide, plus free shipping. That's buyraycon.com/Tom to score 20% off. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Your lava lamp safety tip. Make sure the lamp is placed on a stable, heat-resistant surface away from flammable materials. By adhering to these safety precautions, your
Any light bulb.
lava lamp will be just fine and no risk. Thank you very much. I wanted to clarify for you lava lamp folks.
You don't believe it, though. I can tell it. I
No,
hear
you-
your voice.
Did somebody you know have a problem with a lava lamp way back in the day?
It's only a matter of
Just
time.
saying. I enjoy looking at them.
I have a lava lantern. It has a handle, and I walk around with it. It's just a lava lamp. Who goes there?
Wow, you're hip.
Very nice. When we come back, we'll explore all these things. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Coffee Mate. After watching this season of the HBO's original series, The White Lotus, this is the tropical getaway I needed. One more pina colada, please.
Hey, you're not on mute.
Oh, I thought I was in paradise. Turns out it was my Coffee Mate. Coffee Mate pina colada and Thai-iced coffee flavored creamers. Inspired by the newest season of HBO's original series, The White Lotus. For the love of coffee. Try now.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello, hello. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
I don't believe you.
None of your damn business.
Did someone send you a dirty picture?
Maybe.
Oh.
Well.
You're welcome,
Still laughing at my
Kristi.
joke.
Kristi got a dick pic, Tom.
No, I didn't. I wouldn't laugh at that.
It sounds like the title of a
That would be horrible to laugh at
title of a
someone's
novel.
dick pic.
Kristi got a dick pic.
Wouldn't that be rude to laugh at a dick pic? That would be awful.
If you were giggling sort of coquettishly, that'd be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coquettishly.
Yes.
You like
great
those on
word.
salad, coquettes?
Do people that do that? Do people that do that in order to give you scale? Do they try to have an object also in the photograph so one can know that it's?
God is my witness. I don't know. I've never had one.
Josh, if I were to get into your phone,
Yeah.
do you have any to be shipped out that you keep in reserve?
Yeah, to be.
No.
You just do them fresh.
Yes, because I do them the way I would want somebody to send me a pic. Brand new, right then for me.
Let me see the paper.
And then do you, again, for purposes of scale,
Well, you take it from the ground up.
do you have like a banana next to it, or
So you're looking from the ground
Those
up.
that I look, you guys know I have sent some by request.
Yes.
I did. They were never unsolicited.
uh-huh.
Sometimes my hand has been in the photo as well, so you can see the size as compared to.
But I mean, there's no scale for your hand. I mean,
Well, you kind of know the size of a human male hand, and
What do you
therefore,
want?
so maybe you should.
You want it next to a ruler?
Well, that would sort of define scale. I
I'm
mean,
not going to put a ruler next to it. Then she can see how small it is.
maybe a pencil or a toothpick or a needle.
Man.
What I do is I take my hand and I put it to the base and I push really, really hard.
Really hard.
But you've actually done
Boy,
that.
that's
You've actually
TMI.
taken your phone.
Yeah, I have. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's not crazy. Well, it kind of is, but it's not as crazy as you think it is.
You have to be very careful, as they say in those radio contests. Be careful dialing.
Oh, you need to make sure you send it to the right person.
Yeah, you don't want get that phone call from your mom. Joshy, I recognize that from 10,000 diapers.
Oh,
And what the hell are you doing?
I don't think you, unless you had some sort of birthmark.
I'm so sorry, Kristi. could we move on?
Tom.
You would never do that, would you? Send a picture of you.
No.
Oh, I just got one.
What?
You did?
My first.
We're talking about it. See?
But it's.
Is it fake?
Richard Nixon. It's a tricky dick pic.
It's a dick pic.
Oh. Thanks, Gary. That was very funny.
What's the first dick you think of when you think of dick?
Dick Vitale?
Dick Smothers?
Dick Smothers.
Dick
Famous,
Tracy,
famous
yeah.
dicks.
How is that not a porn name? Dick
Smothers, yeah. It sounds like
Well, his son used that as a porn name, actually.
That's right. He was in porn. Yes.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Dickie Summers? Huh.
Dick Smothers?
Dickie Smothers, yeah.
That would
Yes.
be. I guess
didn't he just go by Dick Smothers Jr.?
Dick Smothers
or
Jr.,
something?
yeah.
Something like that.
Yikes.
Yo-Yo Man.
Speaking of sex,
That's Tommy.
let's talk about sex, baby. A charity shop is asking folks in the UK to stop donating their sex toys. The Barnardo's store in England reminded people that it's a children's charity, adding that a range of ages make up its volunteer team. The post read, quote, "We therefore ask that you refrain from donating your used marital aids."
Yeah, no kidding.
A spokesperson for Barnardo's said the charity was always hugely appreciative of donations from the
I am
community.
Bernardo.
But it's fair to say that these items aren't quite the sort of toys they're looking for.
Just turn them into kids' toys.
Customers were also reminded that the
Hey,
store
Mommy,
has...
they've yellow tagged the double dongers today.
I got a floppy sword.
The store has...
Tape like a crayon to it or a pencil and write with it? Or no?
The store has cameras so
This
the
gets-
items can be traced back to their
This
owners.
gets back to my theory
What's your theory?
that they should have at fire stations places to dispose of those sex dolls that people have.
Uh-huh.
Because they keep leaving them on the side of the road in the woods and people think they're human bodies. And I'm saying, much the way they have those, and it's very important to have those baby stations where if someone
Baby
wants
box.
to get rid of a baby, sadly, they can put it in the baby box at the fire department.
Make it
They could
adopted.
have a two-tier system, baby box on the left, gently used sex toys, and sex dolls on the right. No? You know, when this happens, you're going to go, hey, that was Tom's idea.
When this happens.
Not a matter of if it'll happen.
Is there still a baby box?
Yes.
Oh, that's real. That's
there
real.
are
It's
baby
it's very
boxes.
important. I don't mean to make light of it.
Well, it's a little bit too late for that kind of talk.
I'm not making fun of that. I'm just saying I've got an idea that goes hand in hand with that.
Hey, she said, switching subjects. Greek army specialists destroyed an unexploded
They're
World War
attacking
II.
from the rear.
An unexploded World War II bomb that was discovered during evacuation for a luxury urban development project near Athens, Greece. The 500-pound bomb was destroyed.
Wow.
Officials said it may be possible that the excavation process, through that, they may find more unexploded ordnances, if that's a word. The land that was previously the site of Athens International Airport, and during World War II, the Nazi-led occupation of Greece, of course, was at that airfield and was bombed by the Allies. So,
That's the second one we've had. But yesterday we had a guy that was doing that magnet fishing.
yes.
He pulled a live grenade out of a river.
Yep.
Yikes.
They also found a 1985 bomb. It was a VHS copy of Howard the Duck. Ooh.
Not a good movie.
Hell of a box office failure.
There's moments.
You sat through
Awful
that?
movies.
Oh, I've sat through it multiple times.
You have?
Was it
Yes.
Leah Thompson? Is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck.
Was that
You were a
used in
kid
every
back then. We'll
punchline?
give you
Yes, yeah.
Wasn't that used in every punchline for a bad movie?
Yes.
Absolutely.
That and Ishtar.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Which is
Not that bad.
wrongly maligned.
Yeah.
It has some laughs.
No, I think
Wasn't
it's
there another Bruce Willis
properly
movie?
maligned.
Yeah, Hudson Hawk.
Hudson
And that's
Hawk.
also wrongly
you.
maligned.
What?
That's very entertaining.
Yeah, sometimes
It is.
like a band will get trashed and it's the go-to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the Canadian band that everyone...
Nickelback.
Nickelback.
Yeah, that was the punchline for a
I
while.
love
Yeah,
Nickelback.
They got some great tunes.
A viral video captured in Australia shows the moment a surfer collided with a breaching whale.
Oh.
According to 9 News, the freak accident occurred to Jason Breen while he was windsurfing at Mona Vale.
That was the original title, Jason Bourne.
Oh, Jason Breen?
Jason Breen.
The Breen identity.
Yes.
The 55-year-old was outfitted with a GoPro camera, which captured the young whale erupting from the water, slamming into Breen and dragging him under.
Wow.
Breen told the news organization, quote, "It came down, landed straight on me, and I got caught in my leash. It probably dragged me 20 or 30 feet under. I thought it was all over. Then I felt my leash break, and I came to the top." He survived the ordeal without serious injury.
It's a pretty cool video. And there's actually someone was taking video from the shore, so you can see it. It's
wow.
It's out of nowhere. And the whale did not stick around to exchange insurance cards, which is...
Or offer an apology.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. The guy got the short, a kangaroo beat him up. It was not his day.
No, that's a tough day.
Yeah. And it was a sperm whale, so the poor guy...
Oh, he was covered. Huh? Yeah. Boy.
That's a lot of sperm.
Bukkake at sea. Wow.
Head to toe.
A deer is charged through a Wisconsin restaurant in surveillance footage taken at the Noodles and Company in Benoit. The buck crashes
happy hour, right?
into the crowded eatery, prompting diners to scatter. Spokesperson Stephanie Jerome said the animal then explored the dining area and kitchen.
What do you got there, stroganoff?
Exiting out a back door opened by an employee. This way, sir.
You marinate?
Jerome said no one was harmed. The location has since reopened after a deep clean, if you will.
Can I get a large Fanta?
What's venison?
That smells good.
The restaurant offered a $2 mac and cheese special the following day to commemorate the incident. I like Noodles and Company.
Well, it's nice to know that they're not out there hitting your car, Pat.
No kidding.
You got a deer that's elsewhere.
So they put deer in their mac and cheese?
No, they did not. They just $2 as in
$2.
Sure, there you go.
And the deer nuts, aren't they?
They're just under a buck.
Yeah,
they're just under a buck. Yeah.
But the dollar store.
Yeah, that's right.
A restaurant in Georgia will now begin charging customers a fee for bad parenting. WABC.
It's as easy as ABC.
W123.
That's right.
They report that the Toccoa Riverside restaurant in the Blue Ridge Mountains hosted the warning on its menu, which reads, "Adult surcharge for adults unable to parent." Online reviews for the restaurant now include those from irate customers claiming they were either charged or chastised by the restaurant for what the staff perceived to be unruly and disruptive behavior from their children.
This is bull.
Multiple people said they were slapped with a $50 surcharge, some saying indiscriminately, and one reviewer said the owner made their grandchildren cry.
It's ridiculous.
Boy, if you want to make people mad, tell them how they're parenting.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
If you're going to collect the money, then distribute it to the other customers. There's $5 for Junior over there ruining your lunch.
Didn't you get in trouble at a bookstore one time, Tom?
I didn't get in trouble. A guy got hushed. A guy hushed me.
A guy hushed you?
Yeah.
What for? What were you doing? Were you doing anything that required a hushing?
I was talking. I said, it's not a library, jackass. Go buy the magazine, read it outside. Okay? It's a bookstore. I'll talk all I want, okay?
All right. I'm glad we got that clear.
Tom is right there, man.
I'm here buying stuff, okay? I can talk to the people that work here. If I want to go to a library, I'll go to a library.
Speaking of restaurants, we never got to
this kid in public thing. I mean, we've all been to restaurants where there have been some ill-behaved children.
Right.
I'm not
It's
sure.
tough. It's got to be tough taking your kids
tough.
to a restaurant. It's fine.
You're not going to. I think people are going to lose their minds if you charge them. The key to this is to stop this is just charging the kid's iPad. Here you go.
Yeah.
Watch this for the next half hour.
No screen time. Come down on them, right, Tom?
No, give them some screen time if they're bothering everybody else.
We never got to the story earlier this week about tipping in restaurants. A new poll from Play USA suggests most people are tired of tipping. According to the survey, 60% of those that they were surveyed feel pressure to tip when the option appears on a screen during cashless checkout.
I'm tired of paying for things in general. How about that?
Yeah.
I'm just really done
It comes
with it.
out of your account.
Yeah, right out of my account. That's my account.
Someone actually made it clear to me. There was an article about this, about the when you're at a place, they've got that swivel iPad, whatever.
Right.
It turns around and it pops up with suggested tips. And in the article, I think it was in the Wall Street Journal, the guy said, I couldn't believe, I was at the vet and was paying a hefty veterinarian bill. And there was a thing for a tip. But someone said, I was talking about this yesterday, and they said they figured it may be because that veterinary office had a like a doggy shampoo thing or something.
Oh,
grooming
for grooming.
I tip
my groomer.
Yeah, the
and the
groomer.
trainer.
So that actually makes sense. But the fact that the machine,
right, just assumes.
I get that people feel pressured, but don't. If you want to tip. If you don't, who cares?
But I mean, there are places where it's appropriate, and this article indicates. I forget. I don't have it in front of me. Kristi has it, but how many people feel when they're right in front of you that you're, it's more pressure.
Yeah. 60% of them.
I give them the option. I say, I can tip you, or you can spend some time with me here right at the table.
That's very nice.
See, you can ask me one question.
Yes.
Give them a moment with Chick. What do you think, Tom?
And that's worth more than anything.
Absolutely.
Really.
Put a price on that.
It's an experience.
50% confess they tip for services they normally would not because of the tipping screen.
Well, then, great. Good for you. Your pressure has made sure that this is going to continue to happen.
65% say they feel overwhelmed by all the requests for tips on a daily basis, and 90% believe more businesses are openly asking for tips than ever before.
That's true.
80% think the lines of when to tip and when not to tip are becoming blurred. 2/3 of respondents wish the practice of tipping would be completely abolished, like they do in Europe.
Did you guys see, we got some whiny email from a listener talking about how we have no business talking about tipping. Remember Dean sent us some crappy email about this listener going, you guys don't know what you're talking about when it comes to tipping service people or whatever, so maybe we shouldn't talk about it.
Well, no. I mean,
I always tip.
I'm a good tipper.
Yeah.
Some things. Just
I'm Canadian. I don't tip.
Yeah.
Didn't somebody say that you were at a self-check-out thing and it would ask for a tip?
Hey, that robot had kids in college, and I will help.
Yeah, where do you think tomorrow's robots are coming from?
2/3 of people feel pressure to tip even if they have bad service. Do you do that?
Sure.
Yeah.
I tip based on the level of service.
Do you?
Yes.
Wait till you get written up somewhere.
Yeah, I do not.
It's always, look, I don't go under 20%.
Oh, okay.
But I'll give more if it's better service. That's what I should say.
All right,
I tip the IRS. Big time.
I don't. I'm going to get in trouble. I write things on the check, like choke on it. And,
oh, do you know?
Yes. I know it's going to come back to bite me in the ass.
Smart.
Good move. You're joking, right?
Josh Arnold. Sigourney Weaver, IRS. Look, she works for the IRS now. Isn't that interesting?
Wow. As for what people believe is the right amount to tip, 40% say the standard rate should still be 20%, which is about what everybody does.
Yeah.
When I tipped a couple nights ago, the choices were 20%, 25%, and 40%.
Oh, really?
On the choices.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hey, just put 40 on there, see what they do.
40%?
And I didn't feel pressure, but I just went ahead and went 25 right there in the middle. I didn't go the lowest. I didn't go the highest. But
40%?
Yeah. Woo. Right there on the screen.
Okay.
I like tipping. I like that people are working, and I want to.
I do too. I don't mind tipping.
Yeah. But it's some places.
I like good service.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
If it's great service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My proctologist.
You tipping him?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you got to tip him.
You want to go deep there.
Oh.
You don't want the next time to be lube free. You limp home. Hey, El Cheapo's getting a dry socket.
El Cheapo.
Right back to the butter.
Wow.
My God, man.
Ace, I think you're correct, and I forget where it was.
Somebody said it in this room, and I can't.
Yeah, someone was saying they were somewhere where it was self-service and there was a tip option.
That's amazing. The balls.
All right, now I want to talk about the importance of real stuff in this world, the real thing. And in this case, it's real diamonds from the real Steven Singer. What am I talking about? I'm talking about, well, the Federal Trade Commission actually enforces language about diamonds. When you use the word diamond, it has to be referring to a natural diamond. If you use the word diamond all by itself, it's not about the chemical makeup. It's about the rarity and the beauty of real diamonds. Why am I bringing this up? Because at IHateStevenSinger.com, you can grab yourself a free lab-grown diamond if you purchase a real diamond. Steven is not a fan of the lab-grown diamonds. And they don't want something from the laboratory. She wants the real thing, or he wants the real thing. What am I talking about? Well, among other things, Stephen has some very special engagement rings right now. Go online, IHateStevenSinger.com. See what I'm talking about. Stephen, of course, famous for his great guarantees, tremendous service, instant shipping. Get that order in today. It'll go out. If you get it in before 2 o'clock Eastern time, it's out the door. Once again, it's IHateStevenSinger.com. Real diamonds, real beautiful engagement rings, among many other things that you'll find at Steven Singer Jewelers. Good friend of the show, and we're big fans. Check it out, IHateStevenSinger.com. That would be quite the nice treat on a trick-or-treat night. Wow, she wasn't expecting that. How about that? IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, Kristi Lee, what do you got over there?
Coming up, we have none tackling protesters, which we never got to. We have wolves getting dental care.
And lava lamps. And I guess they're okay. You're not going to burn your house down. I was just kidding.
The lava lamp.
I'm getting hate mail from Lava Lamp.
The Lava Lamp lobby is huge.
Can anybody take a joke? Huh?
Effective.
Tell you what, as my punishment, I'm going to wash my balls with lava soap. Everybody happy now?
Did you slip and say punishment? I think you said, which means you're going to punish your penis.
That's, if I scrub it with lava soap, I sure as hell.
Did you not get a lava lamp as a kid because your mom said it would catch the house on fire?
Maybe you're exactly right.
Maybe she said that because you did catch the house on fire.
Could be. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Doesn't matter.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We have a special guest in the studio, Tom. How about that?
There's a reason. You'll find out in a minute.
All right. A reason for the season?
And you're going to have to do a little work.
Me?
Yep.
I don't think so.
I think so.
What do you got in mind?
Well, let's just go around the horn. We'll take attendance. Pat Godwin.
Here.
Okay, we're going to get a song out of you, right?
Whatever you want,
okay,
boss.
Good. All right, good. Mr.
Have we had one yet today?
Nope.
It's Casual Friday.
Mr. Josh Arnold, the man behind the album known as Half Fat. It's being dropped, as they say. It was recorded live. It'll be dropped November 3rd. See, to me, it sounds like it was released and no one liked it.
Well, then why don't you say it'll be out November 3rd?
It's available November 3rd.
There you go. Or
Yeah,
out November 3rd.
You don't have to say it. It's like you go to the movies to get mad. Don't
exactly.
Go to the movies.
He's the one who put Drop on there, and he's upset about it.
I did it ironically.
Well,
we have Mr. Ace Cosby with an additional joke of the day on the way, I understand. I'm very excited about that. My name is Tom. His name is Chick. And joining us in the studio...
I'm here too, by the way.
Where? Oh, my gosh, I didn't see you.
Of course not.
It's Kristi Lee over there.
Thanks.
And I brought Jess Hooker in the room. Jess is a fine cook.
Mm-hmm.
And earlier today in the show...
Oh, no.
Don't you...
Whatever he asks, you say no.
Okay. We were discussing...
I don't think we'll have to tell you that.
we were discussing, I don't know how it came up, a presidential preferences for food.
Yes.
Which started with Nixon, whose favorite food was cottage cheese with ketchup.
Which is disgusting.
And William Howard Taft's favorite food was
possum.
Possum.
Roasted possum.
Roasted possum.
So,
and on the Thanksgiving dinner table, he had a turkey and a 26-pound roast possum right beside it.
26 pounds.
Yeah, where do you find that possum?
Yeah, that's but
off the highway.
Yeah, there is a place.
Do you think it got hit by a horse and buggy back then?
Probably.
I bet it did.
There is a place where I know a place. I think we can probably buy possum.
I think we can
Sweet.
too.
I like to give you unusual assignments.
No. You're really going to eat possum.
Do you know how hideous possum are?
You're not eating
Well,
that.
we probably don't have to get the whole possum. We could just get like possum breasts.
Well, now you're talking.
Save a drumstick for me.
Do they have a possum fillet? Possum.
Oh, you guys.
But would you mind doing a little research, getting a recipe for possum?
Sure. I'd actually rather do this than the whole chicken pot pie.
Oh,
With
really?
The chicken head on top. Remember we
yeah,
talked
yeah,
about
yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather.
You're not going to do that?
No, she's not going to do that.
No, I did some research on how to get a chicken, and I don't. I'll have to cut the head off myself. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, no, we don't want you to have to kill something.
And my mom doesn't have any chickens that are ready to die, so
I can come over. I'll come over and
we can get you a chicken.
I know. I know where I can get chicken
You don't have
heads.
to cut the head off. I'll make Eddie do it.
Why would we make Eddie do that?
Say he does whatever I ask him to. He's a great guy.
Well, no. That's your definition of a great guy. a subservient
Eddie
friend.
is so close to snapping.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not get him a hatchet.
I can't wait.
It's going to be the quietest takeover you've ever heard.
He's going to be murdering us so politely.
Like gases will come into the room.
No. Yeah, that's
hey, how you guys doing? You doing
Take
all right?
Take it.
I'm just going to stab this knife right in your neck. Is that okay?
Before I do it, put your finger in that thing and get some amperage. Yeah, volts my ass. No, we had a great news story about a restaurant that serves it's called Le Grand Coq, C-O-Q, and it's a chicken pot pie with the chicken's head sticking out. It's full of chicken hearts, livers.
No.
And I think it'd be delicious. I'd like to try
All right,
it.
then you
but
make
it's got a real chicken pot. Do you not understand division of labor? My job is to pontificate.
Oh, we know.
I don't do manual cooking labor.
While you're talking like this, can I ask you to do me a favor?
You can ask me.
Would you communicate better?
In what way?
In any way at all. Communicate with us about things we're doing, or instead of right before we go on the air.
No, he communicates well. He said, "Hey, I need you to do me a favor," and I said, "What?" And he said, "Never wear that color again." I'm just kidding, but he's actually 100% serious.
Oh, yeah, I know he's serious.
Joking on a level,
yeah.
I mean, you can wear that on Halloween.
It's the season. It's very autumnal.
Very nice.
It's burnt orange.
Matches my
It's like a
shorts.
leaf.
Yeah.
A beautiful leaf.
You didn't even get to her shorts.
Oh my gosh.
I did. I was wondering what happened to my Aunt Marg's curtains.
It's the paisley, yeah.
They're lovely. Don't they look like curtains in an old lady's house?
I think they are.
Oh.
They're actually repurposed. Yeah.
So which is it? Lovely or curtains in an old lady's house?
Like the ladies got doilies and stuff around, and
Boy, nobody knows how to compliment the ladies like
an old
you.
Hammond organ that nobody knows how to play.
People would go viral. You hitting on women in a bar.
No, is it?
That would go viral.
Isn't it a wonder he's not constantly having drinks thrown in his face?
So, you don't sweat much.
For a fatty.
A woman your size.
Has anybody told you look like Brian Dennehy?
You have unusual looks.
You might want to order Diet Coke with that rum.
No, I would say to Ms. Hooker as an opener. Oh, I can see.
Opener.
Judging by your glasses, you were named in the Harry Carey will.
Ah. What are you all pissed off about?
He'd say that a lot. Yeah. Well, so I went up and I started a conversation with this woman, and she just got mad and left. I don't know what's
Plays for the other team, apparently.
Yeah, it must be a woman lover. You know what I mean?
So you're heavy in the loafers.
So you will make a possum for us.
Yeah, I'll make both dishes at some point. We'll see
no.
which we can
Don't
get
make
first.
the possum.
Don't make either of them.
I just want to try. I want to see if we can get it. Now I'm curious
About getting a possum?
Yeah.
We know a place.
Strategically wait outside.
Here's how we can.
That's actually
We can judge it by this. At one point on Beverly Hillbillies,
Yes.
Granny invited Mr. Drysdale, the banker, and was it Don Drysdale, the pitcher?
Yeah.
Over for dinner. And it sounded a little something like this.
You're not by any chance cooking mustard greens and possum innards, are you?
Not tonight.
Oh, we had them last night. I'll stay. Me too.
Tonight we is having leftovers.
Hilarious.
That's the thing about possum innards. It's just as good as second date.
That show was so funny.
Possum innards.
I mean, it was making fun. It was making fun of Mr. Drysdale. He was this ass-kissing jackass, and
man of industry,
Jed Clampett,
banker, helping small businesses all across.
Jed Clampett was this really wise man that didn't really care much about the money.
The Inland Empire.
That's right.
But yeah, I think it'd be fun to try possum.
And more importantly, we learned that mustard greens pair well with possum.
That's true.
So,
yeah.
I'm sure. I bet there's someone listening that's had possum.
So there has to be a possum farm. We can't get a free-range possum. Like, that's
No,
not
you
safe,
could-
right?
We'd be
Rabies
rabid.
or something.
Yeah, they're diseased.
As you know,
Not all possums that get hit by cars are diseased.
you know that I like a free-range grass-fed possum.
Right?
Oh, God.
Why wouldn't we want to just pull a car out here to the end of the driveway
what
and
I-
just
wait.
Just
Wait.
wait.
By the way, have you ever noticed this? If you took someone from the 1950s and walked them into a contemporary grocery store and said, "Get me some milk," there are 50
A lot of
different
milk.
things in the milk section right
What is your problem now, Grandpa?
I mean, it's astounding.
I know it used to be horseradish. You don't know where the horseradish is. Now you don't know where
I can
the
never
milk
find
is.
this. I always grab sour cream instead of cottage cheese by mistake. That's
We could raise our own. I can buy
Read
you
the
a possum.
GD canister.
Josh, I don't like to read.
Tom, I can buy you a real live possum. We could raise our own. There's a baby possum for $250.
What? 250?
Yeah.
That seems a little steep for
get
one
'em-
meal.
How much for Mama and a Papa possum? And
Full
what's their
grown.
gestation
$35.
period?
I'm sorry, $35 per baby possum.
Once again,
With
just
a
saying.
warm and loving uterus?
We
That's
could
what
each have a
need.
baby possum like Cornish hens.
That's right.
You know that
Little feet in the air.
that great Thanksgiving gag where you put a Cornish hen inside the turkey and as you're cutting, you go, "Oh my God, she was pregnant!" The kids all scream. No, I'd like some grass-fed possum. Please.
Okay, we will find some possum.
Now, do you think you'll make it in like a stew?
We could. I feel like that would disguise the gamey flavor that I'm anticipating.
I'm sorry. Did I hear my name? Did you say Stu?
Oh, thank you, Stu.
I'll come over.
Thank you, Jess Hooker. I certainly appreciate it.
We
And
can buy you canned possum meat on.
Oh, that's
That might be the way to go.
No. I want grass-fed organic possum.
Canned possum is fine.
When we come back, we have.
You're going to have to skin this possum.
Now with less feet.
You're going to have to
Coming
take
up,
the tail off.
Coming up next, we have lava lamps in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a message from sponsor Intuit TurboTax. Taxes was getting frustrated by your forms. Now, Taxes is uploading your forms with a snap, and a TurboTax expert will do your taxes for you. One who's backed by the latest tech, which cross-checks millions of data points for absolute accuracy, all of which makes it easy for you to get the most money back, guaranteed. Get an expert now at TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. See guaranteed details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
That thing.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Time would have been nice.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
And Tom, we have a special guest in the studio.
Hello.
Hey.
He's back.
It was like a surprise. I left and I came back to the studio, and here you were, Wilbur.
Good to see you, man.
Willie Griswold's here. Good to see you.
You're
Willie G.
glowing. Your skin is beautiful.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I had a very bad skin week, so I used this stuff that's like just poison on your skin.
It looks
so
great.
now it's better. Yeah, now we're all good.
Chemical burn
Yeah.
type.
It really does look good.
I made mustard gas on my skin by accident.
You ever had one of those, Kristi, where they do
No,
that
a chemical peel? I'm deathly afraid of those. No.
You know, I had to have one. It wasn't
Ooh.
a chemical peel. They put this stuff on me, and they said, "Oh, it's going to look like you've had a mild sunburn the first day."
Yeah.
Oh.
Then they said, you put this goop. They put this goop on you, and they put you under some weird light for a while.
Yes.
And they said you're going to look okay the first and second day, but the third day you're going to look like you've been maybe beaten over the face with a baseball bat.
Wow.
And I admitted they were right.
Ugh.
Looked like someone had taken an oar and whacked me in the head and the face 3 times. So, but right now your skin looks great, Willie.
Thanks,
Yeah, it
Potter.
does. It really
Thank you very
does.
much.
It's
Yeah.
very nice.
You
You got a gig coming up this weekend, right? With DJ Dangler.
Yeah, DJ Dangler, local weirdo, one of my favorite guys in the world. Me and Deej out there at the Story Inn in beautiful Brown County, Indiana. Come hang out.
It's haunted there.
We're not going afterwards. There's a thing called the Blue Lady Bash.
Oh, really?
And it's named after the Blue Lady who's the ghost that
Yes.
lives there. And I don't want to celebrate this ghost. I'm not going to cancel the party because I don't want the ghost to get. I don't believe in ghosts, but baby, I'm terrified of them.
You may not believe in the Blue Lady, but the Blue Lady believes in you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! At least the Blue Lady. I wish my dad believes in me.
Well, I think we've done a lot of good work today.
Thanks, guys.
Yes,
How do we do this?
maybe. Now, if we get this, I don't know if you heard about this, but we were talking about. I don't know how this even started. I blame myself. I was kind of wondering what president's favorite foods were.
It's kind of interesting.
We started talking about Richard Nixon for some reason, and then Chick found what Richard Nixon liked to eat in the White House. And
Didn't we? It started as a dick pic.
Yeah.
And somebody sent you a
that's
picture of
right.
Nixon.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I know that Nixon got takeout a lot because, per his own words, I am not a cook.
Yes, that's right.
Well, yes.
But weirdly enough, his number one was cottage cheese with ketchup.
With ketchup.
I love cottage cheese, but plain with maybe some crackers.
I'm going to try it today.
Crackers.
Are you?
I'll give you a full report.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
like ketchup on pretty much everything.
That sounds so
Eggs?
gross.
Egg, I love it on eggs.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but then we got to Taft, and his number one thing at Thanksgiving was possum.
First of all, yeah, he according to everything I read, and it was only 2 articles, but he had a steak every morning,
Wow.
and he would have it every meal if they would let him. And then for Thanksgiving he had a big turkey, and then a 26-pound roasted possum sitting right next
I've
to
been
it.
looking. I don't know if we're going to find a possum.
Roasted
for sale.
possum.
A creamed possum is a gag gift, so that doesn't exist.
A gag indeed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've asked Ms. Hooker to please see if she could get a possum. To
If
cook
it can
up.
happen, she'll make it happen.
Okay, good.
All right.
It sounds like it'll be a lot of fun.
Would you eat possum, Willie?
Yeah, I would if we were doing it in here, sure. But
All right.
I'm not seeking it out by any means.
I can't imagine like a fast food possum place taking off.
What would somebody say if you went in? What's good today? Well, we have such and such. Do you have any possum? What would they say?
No, we don't, because we're not backwoods lunatics.
Well, this is
Applebee's.
This is troubling. Why don't you give me my possum ribs? Possum ribs. Possum ribs. I want my possum ribs back. Possum rib back.
I mean, you never know. It might be delicious.
It
Now,
could
if
be.
it were
really could be.
delicious,
Everybody
think about
would
that.
eat
We
it.
would be eating them.
Yes.
There's nothing
Yeah.
that's delicious that we don't know about.
It's
People are
like
eating
if
everything.
Colin Kaepernick could play football, he'd be playing. Okay? He can't anymore.
Well, that's taking it a weird direction.
Well, I'm just saying.
Why? He'd get hair in the food? I don't understand.
There's reasons for things that don't happen or they happen.
So, Willie, you're saying everything delicious we have discovered as a culture.
Yeah, there's no surprises anymore. If there are, I mean, we were eating mushrooms. We
Right.
were digging under cow poop to find special we have found everything. We were milking all the animals. We've milked everything.
We
We've
eat
eaten
lobsters out of the ocean.
Exactly. There's nothing else that can taste good.
I beg to differ. They say that in the depths of China there may be mammals that we've never seen before. How about that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, but we're not eating them.
What about? Well, I think
that's maybe that's why they're hiding in the depths of China.
This might not apply to spices though, because Chipotle came out of nowhere. The seasoning,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
At least here in America.
Yeah, and it was and now it's everywhere. Oh, you should have Chipotle seasoning. What the hell is that?
It's delicious.
I was just getting used to cumin, and now Chipotle.
Is that like a spice, a chili or something?
I don't know what Chipotle actually is.
I don't either.
But all of a sudden it was Chipotle Ranch. We have Chipotle chicken breast.
It's a pepper, isn't it?
It's a pepper.
A Chipotle
Oh, okay.
pepper.
It's a type of pepper? Cool.
Okay, well, now we got a couple things we still have to get to. Very important things. Chrissy, they're over there on your stack. What do you got?
A portion of the internet is encrypted with the help of lava lamps. According to IFL Science, encryption involves scrambling data so that only the sender and the recipient with their encryption keys can read it. We probably know that part.
That must stand for IFL Science. I effing love science.
That's right. Exactly right.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Cloudflare, which encrypts up to 10% of the internet using the lava lamp method, explains, quote, the lava in a lava lamp never takes the same shape twice. And as a result, observing a group of lava lamps is a great source for random data. The company has about 100 lava lamps, and at intervals, a camera will take a photo of the lamps. The random colors of the pixels in the photos are then used to create an encryption key.
Wow, that's pretty smart.
Mm-hmm.
That is really crazy. I don't exactly get it, but okay. Kind of.
I feel like this is some sort of elaborate story that somebody came up with, and they were goofing off, staring at a lava lamp, and they had to come up with a story. Well, we're doing a research here instead of hiring a kite, staring at the lava lamp.
Do you remember the lava lamp in the Frank Zappa poster?
No.
Don't remember that.
I was never in into Zappa because I liked music that had a tune. That's what I liked. And a melody.
Were you allowed to have a lava lamp as a kid, Willie?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's
they're
fire
fire
hazards.
Pat,
Yeah.
do you remember the famous Frank Zappa poster?
No, I wasn't
You
a
don't?
Zappa fan at all. No, not at all.
It's 6 people already said they don't know this. And you asked another person, and you were shocked when he had it.
Ace, my last hope.
The poster?
Yeah.
No.
Said Phi Zappa Crappa on it.
Oh, my God.
This is true? Phi
Yeah.
Zappa Crappa?
No,
It's like a
I'm the
frat-
only one. Okay.
It's like a frat guy joke then?
Yeah, that was kind of a Frank sitting in a toilet with the lava lamp would tie that room together with that poster.
Yep,
Never
all-
mind. I'm so sorry.
All about the music.
I remember the classics, Don't Eat the Yellow Snow.
Sure, yeah, but it was a famous poster. There's that one, and there's one the kitty cat hanging from the bar.
Yeah, I remember that
Hang in
one.
there,
Hang in
baby.
there, baby. Yeah.
Right up there with the Farrah Fawcett poster. Very
Hang in
popular.
there, baby.
Mm-hmm. The little cat.
Oh, the kitten.
Kitten.
Don't say
cat.
hang in your baby.
No, I said hang in there,
hang
baby.
in there, baby.
Oh, hang in there, baby.
Shit, you misheard.
Hanging Your Baby was very unpopular.
Yeah.
Not motivational.
Paul Anka's least popular song.
Hi, welcome to the cult. The first thing you need to do.
Hanging your baby.
I'm hanging your baby.
Yeah, that was very
in a
bad.
lovely way
Okay,
to
sorry.
say I belong to the cult.
Okay, well, coming up, I'm very excited because we have news we failed to mention.
Yes, we do.
With Jeff Oskay. But really quick, I've got to mention this. It looks like coming up, we have Mr. Oskay and Mr. Willie and Mr. Godwin at the Ho Chunk, Wisconsin Dells. We're learning just say the Dells. Is that right?
Dells.
Yeah, that's Saturday, November 4th. Ho Chunk it is. Check it out. Willie, where do they find your stuff?
My Instagram at willie.griswold. There's a ticket link in the bio with a link to that Ho Chunk show. So, yeah, come check it out, y'all.
Right. Now, I got to remind you once again that when the doorbell rings and your sweetie comes to the door and she goes, trick or treat, in a silly way, go, I got a treat for you, and hand her a beautiful engagement ring. Ta-da! You're a big winner. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Steven Singer Jewelers. Steven Singer right now is in the engagement ring mode. He always is, but especially now because he'd like to give you a one of those free lab-grown diamonds because he doesn't like them. He wants you to buy a real diamond, real earth-born diamonds. In fact, as I mentioned earlier, the Federal Trade Commission enforces language used about diamonds. When the word diamond is used alone, it can only refer to a real, natural-born diamond. So, find out all about this by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. And maybe he or she would like a diamond. Are you kidding? Of course they would. Lots of other cool stuff at IHateStevenSinger.com. Famous for his guarantee. Famous for the ability to upgrade anytime you want. Say, I bought this for that. I'd like something better. Well, then you get the great trade-in. A nice even Steven thing. So now, get all the details at IHateStevenSinger.com. And I'm talking about real, natural, earth-born diamonds. Get those orders in today. The gift-giving season for jewelry is never over. It continues right now. So, once again, tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Say hi to Stephen for us. IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, news we failed to mention with Jeff Oskay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
BTW, FYI. Visit Nexplanon.com RN to learn about Nexplanon. It's an gestural implant. 68 milligrams radio pain. Or ask your HCP IRL. Okay, TTYL.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Tom Griswold, how are you? You cleaning up your nose over there? What's going on? People want to know this.
I had a sneeze issue. Just let me...
No one sneezes as loud as you do. And you don't want to make it quieter at all. You maintain you have to do it at that level. Is that correct?
I was helping Josh, and it just hit me very suddenly.
You were helping Josh?
Yes, he wanted a straw.
Thank you very much.
Actually, what happened was...
Don't even do it. I'm done trying.
Okay.
Just don't even try. I asked you for a straw. You didn't hear me, and then Josh goes, "Do you have a straw?"
sorry.
I gave it to him.
It's okay.
I looked up the Phi Zappa Crappa poster.
Oh, that thing that none of us knew about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that some more.
Well, it's famous. I'm just saying. It's
obviously not that famous.
It's like the Farrah Fawcett thing. It's Frank sitting on a
the
toilet.
famous posters. It's the Farrah Fawcett. There's a Tropicana one with a bikini girl. The dog's playing poker. Those are the big three.
There you go.
Those are the ones that people want to see on the walls.
I'm just saying what's that word you use? The Venn diagram of people who own lava lamps and have Frank Zappa posters. big crossover. No? Okay, sorry. And then we'll just move right on. I guess I'm wrong. Now, I think we're getting ready for a big surprise.
Hey.
Oh, there it is. It's Mr. Jeff Oskay.
Hey, everybody. How are you?
Good.
Man, I like that shirt.
Thank you.
You got a great shirt. Very
I
cool.
had a Jimmy Buffett closeout sale for his death, and I got about 12 of these bad boys.
Yeah, black Hawaiian shirt in mourning. Oh, nice.
And I see you have your special tie there, tied in such a way to present your face right at the knot.
Full Windsor today, chick.
Nice.
I mean business.
Very nice.
It's awesome.
The full Windsor.
Before I get started, I just want to let you know, again, we have dropped Willie's waterbed. You buy here, you fill here warehouse.
Right.
My new sponsor this week, caricatures.
Oh.
Because who doesn't want to drop $50 for an over-exaggerated picture of all your worst features? That's caricatures.
Yeah.
Get one with your special lady today, because you know you want to lug around a gigantic piece of paper through the theme park all day. That's caricature. Now, let's get started. I'm Jeff Oskay. We give you a lot of the news. We don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give you the news that we failed to mention.
Now, here's Jeff Oskay with what you failed to mention news.
Some kid somewhere set a new Rubik's Cube record for doing something fast with a Rubik's Cube. It doesn't really matter. I only tell you that to tell you this. What I failed to mention, Rubik's Cubes are super easy to solve if you're colorblind. I've been solving them my whole life. Cher is coming out.
Give me that. Well, hell, this was already solved.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cher is coming out with a new Christmas album. What you failed to mention, looks like I'll be asking Santa for a pencil this year to jam out my eardrums.
That's mean.
A new study says people are friskier while traveling. What you failed to mention, hey, not my drapes.
Oh, jeez. What's happening?
Wipe yourself off.
Hey, not my drapes.
Yeah, why gotta wipe yourself off? Right?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, she goes crazy when I do that, right? Isn't that the joke? Or something like that?
Right.
And
how do you drive your woman crazy?
Yeah.
An 18-year-old New Yorker shattered the Guinness World Record by catching a tennis ball dropped from a drone hovering at an altitude of 469 feet. What you failed to mention, big whoop, said my golden doodle. She's like, drop it from space. I got it. A 107-year-old said that eating shredded wheat was his key to longevity. What you failed to mention, eating shredded wheat and that sweet, sweet pudding.
Oh, we forgot to mention that
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Here. Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne admitted in an interview he used to pee his pants while performing since he couldn't leave the stage to use the restroom. What you failed to mention, so what's your excuse now, Ozzy? Canadian nature photographer advocate recently located and documented one of the biggest and oldest trees in the Pacific Northwest. What you failed to mention, it's over 17 feet wide at the base, more than 150 feet tall, and houses over 6,000 Keebler elves.
Wow. Nice.
The whole city. The CEO of Levi's says to wear your jeans into the shower to wash them. What you failed to mention, the CEO of Levi's is 14 years old. Some lady went to jail for stabbing someone with a spork. What you failed to mention, sporks, when you want to stab someone, but not very deeply.
Yes.
From the text line, this came in last week. I thought it was great. The person didn't give their name, but they said researchers say that drinking coffee intensifies your orgasms.
Oh.
Well, you failed to mention, and for women, drinking Sanka intensifies their fake orgasms.
Ah. It intensifies.
Decaf. Instant.
And finally, like a Chilean miner seeing the light. Yesterday, all of you were discussing, and by that I mean Tom was telling you guys, how he doesn't like to look at menus, how he likes to talk to the waiters. What you failed to mention, as I'm sure you know, Tom, having worked in the restaurant industry, people and staff have nicknames for people who come in a lot. Like when I worked at Old Point, we had here comes No Black Olives, or here comes Dan the Iced Tea Man, or look, it's the damn theater people. Great, Tammy Chill Pill's back. So I was wondering what Tom's nickname around town with the different restaurants are. I'm guessing it's something like Granddaddy Warbucks, or here comes old plastic straw in a lecture, or look, it's old dude, cute kids. And probably at your favorite restaurant, it's good tippy, no talky. I'm Jeff Oskay, and this has been the News Live. Failed to mention.
Hey, bravo, Jeff Oskay.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Oh, they do have a name for you.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I'll remind you once again, Mr. Oskay, Mr. Willie, and Mr. Godwin. Ho Chunk, Wisconsin Dells, Saturday, November 4th. Details somewhere on our social media. Okay. Kristi,
Pat, do you have a song?
Keep the streak alive.
Okay.
No songs.
All
Keep
right.
the streak alive.
All right.
Love it.
Not a song today.
I can do whatever you want.
It's a potential breakthrough in screening for type 2 diabetes from the science world. Between 6 and 10 seconds of a voice clip is all new artificial intelligence needs to diagnose the disease. This novel diagnostic method has been labeled a potential game changer. It allows individuals to screen themselves for the disease by simply uttering a few sentences into their smartphones.
Yes, if your mouth sounds like it's full, you may have type 2.
Yeah, if it hears the word donuts.
The study merges voice technology with AI, and it could play a pivotal role in identifying the vast number of individuals with undiagnosed type 2 diabetes.
What could be the indicator?
I have
That's
no
crazy.
idea.
I wonder
I
what
would
it
like
is.
to know more information.
Interesting.
It's tough being diabetic. I used to work at a camp, and these badass little diabetic kids would come for the week, and they're poking themselves all day long. I could never. When I was a kid, I'd cry at the doctor for a shot. And they're giving themselves shots 3 times a day. It's tough out there, man.
I don't understand. So this computer listens to the voice and can diagnose?
I guess.
Didn't someone diagnose you as having
pneumonia?
Yeah, but then
on the air, they heard my at the end of my breathing cycle, it was bubbling.
And your reflux, or was
and
it?
The guy said, "I think you have pneumonia," and he was right.
Yeah, that was over the radio.
Yeah, but I mean,
or whatever he's listening on.
Oh, here it is. The app. Oh, this is interesting. It's called Footloose.
Now I gotta cut loose.
What?
Because sometimes you have to have your feet removed, Kristi. But thank God he had a musical cue,
Footloose,
to disguise the silence.
Now, Josh,
because I want to keep my feet.
The music cue, it did come in a little late. Do you think if it was on time, it would have been better?
I don't think so.
No.
Apparently, the research highlights significant vocal variations between individuals with and without type 2 diabetes.
That's interesting. Wow.
Yeah. With 89% accuracy for women, 86% in men.
If it hears you use the word more cheesecake or I love fudge.
Nothing worse than being overweight. Is
Fat
there?
people. Fat people are disgusting. We all know it.
Isn't that something?
Man.
He's something else. He's over there. All right.
Oh, it's my fault. People are fat.
Footloose.
Footloose.
God. We had an earlier story about bad parenting and people getting surcharged at restaurants. There's also a story about parenting in the news about baby names because parents are being warned to think about your kids' future emails.
This is such a great story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For example, go ahead.
So for me at my college, it was the 2 letters of your first and the 2 letters of your second. So my college email was WIGR. And if you pronounce that out phonetically,
that's not
it's
good.
sort of an unfortunate word
Right.
that folks don't like to say a lot. Yeah.
Many companies will use the email of the first initial and then your last name. Okay? Like for this 27-year-old, her name is Samantha Hart. So her email was Shart.
That was my English teacher in middle school.
Oh, really?
Shart, yeah, you bet.
Her video has struck a chord with users, with some sharing similar experiences, including the emails fart, P-H-A-R-T, D-bag.
Wow.
You don't have to worry about what you name your kid in this instance. The work should be able just to change your email handle.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when they first had him here, that was how it would be. It would be, so I remember we had a guy here, a lady here named Brenda Adcock.
There it is.
You know what's coming.
So her
Brenda Abcock. So she was Babcock?
No, Brenda Adcock.
Adcock.
Oh, Badcock.
Her email address was badcock@bobandtom.com.
Everybody cut Footloose.
We're long for the days of Footloose.
Footloose.
Everybody cut.
Badcock.
No, I do know someone whose name is Adcock, and
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's their last name.
Okay.
But the first letter, that could be problematic. As we found out with D-Bag. And
if it was Robert, it'd be Radcock.
What if her name were
Here
like...
comes old Radcock.
You could have a sad one.
Or
a sad one. What would a sad one be?
Sadcock Stevens. Adcock.
Stephen Adcock, Sadcock?
Sadcock.
Sadcock.
Oh, boy.
I've seen you.
That'd be a cop show.
Older, you get
like a cop show that went off after one episode. Tonight on Sadcock.
What about Madcock? That's Michael.
Tonight on Sadcock. I
Very
swear this
special
never
episode.
happens.
I can't believe it.
It's my blood pressure pills.
Never happens.
Never happens. I saw last week's episode.
So your point is that, Josh, that really people shouldn't be thinking about their kids'
They
email
don't have
addresses?
to work. No, don't worry about that. Name your kids whatever you want. It's the work can work around this.
Yeah, this is just because there's one IT guy at everyone's job, and he's just lazy, is what it is. He's lazy, and he doesn't want to change his formula.
Yeah.
Well, boy, we have the laziest IT guy, don't we?
Truly.
We're just
That
talking
guy
about how
will
great-
not. He will not teach me how to hack into porn sites. Sick of it.
Do you realize that you're one insult away from him hitting one button and destroying your life?
Whatever.
Doink.
I think we got to get a song out of Pat Godwin. This is just.
I kind of like going the whole day.
Yeah.
No,
I got to be honest. I didn't even notice.
I
we
didn't
hadn't
either.
done a song.
I was having conversations.
With yourself?
Enjoying the show.
Oh.
Let's see now. What should we do, Pat?
Well, he's not listening to us.
You could do your Halloween party song.
Update it, 2023.
Sure, do that. That's a nice one.
Okay. Need my glasses.
Okay.
Hang in there, everybody. Here we go.
Oh, gosh.
Went to a Halloween party where I didn't know a soul. There were many hot Barbies, and Kens were getting out of control. I got no penis. When I got to the Halloween party, Buddy's in a mask. Wednesday Addams kissed my cheek, and Taylor Swift pinched my ass. Well, it's an all-nighter now, wildest thing you've ever seen. You might be a lost cause if you can't hook up on Halloween. Spider-Man's on mushrooms. Oppenheimer's getting bombed. And I'm wearing a baseball cap so they know I work for Bob and Tom. Hanging in the kitchen after a shift in the ICU. Was a caregiver on a mission. Oh, to kiss a guy or two. Well, it's a all-nighter now. Blind drunk, can't you see? Took home a sexy nurse. Woke up with an orderly named Kevin. So if you're going to a Halloween party, drink yourself in a fog. You could go to bed with a sexy cat. Wake up with an ugly dog. Doo-doo-doo-doo. That's what Tom did. Doo-doo-doo-doo. He tells the story.
Accidental gay sex.
Thank you very much. Footloose.
I could have used the footloose in the middle there.
Yeah.
Footloose may become the new turducken. We have, what I forgot to mention all day today.
Oh.
I forgot to mention, we have our pigskin competition up there, up and running. This is week 8 in the NFL. You can still get in the action. Maybe you could win even if you didn't pick that first game, which was last evening. And once again, go to bobandtom.com/contest. Also, completely unrelated, but at the same source, bobandtom.com/contest. The orangeinsoles.com kegerator. It's right over there. You could win that baby. Oh, that's a beautiful piece of work. And it fits 3 different types of kegs, I understand. And you can put whatever you want in that keg. What did we discover they made kegs of, Josh?
Oh, what are you? Root beer? You got your...
almost every kind of beer.
Yeah.
Non-alcoholic and the high test. Do you know what high test is?
No.
Anybody?
It's kind of gas.
Yeah, thank you. It's a kind of gasoline.
Back in the day, they called it, like premium would be called high test.
Yeah, I called it high test, and I got a bunch of blank stares the other day at dinner. Yeah, it's they used to.
I bet that happens a lot, doesn't it?
I mean, doesn't high test sound cooler than premium?
It sounds like you smoked weed before you took the SAT.
Yeah. Hey, man, we need some high test.
Yeah. What's the quadratic formula, man? Right now, it's important to check in with Josh Arnold, because speaking of those orange insoles and that beautiful kegerator that you can win, what have you got, Josh?
Well, let's talk about the thing itself, huh? The orange insoles. If you've got back pain, hip pain, knee pain, well, it may be because you have that lame, thin liner inside your shoe that's offering zero support.
Your feet are loose, Josh. Your foot loose.
That's exactly right.
Now I gotta cut loose.
Sorry.
Now Orange Insoles has to pay for that. So if you work on your feet all day, or you're walking around and you've got that limp nothing liner in there, that lasagna noodle that doesn't offer any support, check out orangeinsoles.com. Orange Insoles offer arch support. They have that deep cup to properly support your heel, your feet, and thusly your entire body. Heck, half the people in this building have them in their shoes, which is how you wear them, by the way. You want the insoles in your shoe.
Oh, yeah.
You, don't want to put them elsewhere.
Yeah.
Make a silly hat. If the insole in your current shoe flops around like a sad fish, you're not getting the support you need. Look, think of a table. If it wobbles, there's no proper support there. Same with your house.
They'll fall over.
Yeah, exactly. Head to orangeinsoles.com for free shipping and that 60-day We Want You to Be Happy guarantee. Also at orangeinsoles.com, you can take their new quiz. Answer a few simple questions regarding your symptoms, what shoes you plan to wear, your shoe size. You're going to get recommendations guaranteed to work. So simple. Speaking of simple, no cutting when it comes to these orange insoles. They are true to size. Orangeinsoles.com. Check them out.
Thank you very much. Coming up, we have Captain Cook, Theodore Roosevelt. I'm not sure what he liked for breakfast, and more cool stuff in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
No.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Tom. Are you feeling okay?
I just got some fresh coffee. I'm in a great mood.
All right.
He's looking at his Zappa poster.
Okay, I'm not trying to be a pot stirrer here, but I went online and put famous Frank Zappa poster. Nothing. I couldn't find a thing.
Type in Phi Zappa Crappa.
Well, if you're that exact, according to you,
yeah, but
it's
you said
really famous.
Famous.
It's a famous poster.
Okay.
I'm telling you, Frank Zappa fans back me up on this.
Frank Zappa fans, yeah. Let's start there.
I'm just saying there was an era in the 70s, perhaps, maybe early 80s, in which if you had a lava lamp, you had to have a...
Okay, if I put that in, I did find it. But, I mean, that is the first.
The Phi Zappa Crappa poster?
Yeah.
You never seen that, Willie?
No.
I think I've seen that before. There's a lava lamp in there?
No, I was just saying it's a nice compliment to your lava lamp. It's kind of a hippy dippy. Let's smoke some reefer.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
Pat, come on. You've seen the Phi Zappa Crappa.
I have never seen it.
See?
You led a sheltered life there in Philly?
Not a sheltered life at all. Overly exposed to
Hey,
everything.
he said, changing the topic, it's time for Today in History. October 27.
I got it right here.
All right, sir.
You'll like this one, chick.
All right.
Happy birthday, James Cook.
The James Cook is the inventor of champagne.
Oh, he's the running back for the Buffalo Bills, right?
Oh, he is? I don't know.
I'm sorry. This is Captain Cook. Different guy. Sorry.
A lot Lost his leg.
The Cook Islands.
Is this the James Cook who lost his legs to diabetes? Is that him?
They called him Footloose. Yeah, let's go. How about this one? Here we go. Happy birthday to Teddy Roosevelt, born in 1858 on this date.
TR.
Bull moose.
Wonder what his favorite meal was.
I bet he liked the exotic
yeah, probably.
Game,
food.
yeah. I bet he did like wild game.
Notorious for his big stick, Kristi.
Really?
As presidents go, he apparently was the...
Hung like a rhino.
Oh, that's what they say. Happy birthday to the great John Cleese.
Talked to him. He was very pleasant.
One of the funniest people to ever live.
That's
true. That's true.
Willie, you'll like this one. Happy birthday to Lonzo Ball.
Sure. Yeah. Basketball player.
The Balls. Yeah. Let's see. There's Lonzo, there's LaMelo, and there's Lonnie.
Lonnie Ball.
Lonnie Ball. A lot of people say Lonnie's the most talented.
Okay, Pat, this is for you.
Okay.
In 1682, Philadelphia was founded by
William Penn.
Very good, and he opened a cheesecake place in 1683.
No, before William Penn, everyone used pencils.
Isn't that something?
No, it was cheese steak. Didn't you tell me that Philadelphia cream cheese is not that Philadelphia?
Yeah, it's New York. Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia, New York? Well, that's confusing.
It's upstate New York.
And William Penn, not his real name.
No.
Was it Penn name?
That's a pen.
Can't even let him do it. He can't even.
I kind of didn't want to.
Also, Philadelphia sports teams have set a record for losing championships in Game 7s in the past year and a half, 2 years. The Eagles, 76ers, the Phillies, their soccer club lost.
Thank God they have patient fans.
Yes. We're willing to look on the bright side and say, well, now just calm down. Let's wait until next year.
Reason to flip over cars. And
Yeah, that's right. There's no reason to burn a couch.
Okay, this is for you, Kristi.
Okay.
1955, the movie Rebel Without a Cause premiered on this date. Who starred in it?
James Dean.
And?
Some other people.
He wants you to say a certain actor, I think.
James Dean, Rebel Without a Cause, and
Natalie Wood.
yeah, who
But
else?
The dad was the great Jim Backus, Mr. Magoo. Now, he didn't do the Magoo voice.
Well, on
It
screen,
wasn't. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't.
Backstage, it was. He did that and said dirty things all the time on Gilligan's Island. I guess
Backstage, it had to be
In the
hilarious.
Magoo voice?
Yeah.
It must have been.
So anyway, I took Natalie Sherwood, from behind.
If you haven't seen Rebel Without a Cause, some incredible overacting. A lot of really heavy.
I really was disappointed when I finally got around to watching.
It is not a great movie.
It is not.
It's
not.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
They edited out this. You've seen the director's cut where they put the scene back in where James Dean beats the crap out of the kids from Happy Days. that is some great.
And he starts with Fonzie.
Yeah.
Take this, Cunningham.
Yeah. just rips them. Takes out a switchblade.
Here's what we learned today. The fall costume parade is starting in Tom's world. I understand there's some costume changes of wardrobe going on during the costume party. Is that right?
Sure. I think we've got a Wednesday Addams,
right, and
a Barbie.
That'll be so fun.
Parade.
Aww.
We received a sign from some guy named Rudy who sent us a Norfolk and Way Pal laser etched a sign.
Thank you,
Very
Rudy.
nice.
An honorable police officer. Thank you.
Tom does not trust all you can eat, ergo the lesser quality food you'll find.
I'm just concerned
at some of those places.
Chick, we'd also be remiss if we didn't thank Joe for the skulls he made with us with his
3D
printer.
printed skulls.
Yes.
Love them.
You can drink out of them. You can put
cool stuff.
Candy in them.
And I feel sorry for Willie because maybe this is the first time he's hearing this, but Josh claimed earlier this morning that the little-known eighth dwarf is named Rapey.
Well,
because Disney World has a jail underneath the park.
That's right.
And he's in charge of all the prisoners.
It's not the serious rape; it's the funny rape, jail rape.
So after Footloose, that doesn't work for me. But at 7:30 a.m.,
Oh, okay.
I would have loved that, dude. I would have had the time of my life with that.
We've decided we need another fat president.
That's right.
I agree on that. We got to get somebody in there.
Yeah, like real heavy.
Looking at you, Kristi. I don't care about what politics you have. I just want you to make sure Hostess never goes bankrupt again.
I'm wearing the short tie.
Shut down all the bridges you want, Chris. We don't care.
It's a regular tie. It's just my gut won't let it hang. Tom is a very loud sneezer. That's true. There's no possum fast food places.
Yet.
According to Jeff Oskay, Rubik's cubes are very easy, especially if you're colorblind.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, that made it, huh?
Fast food possum. they tried fast food rabbit. It didn't work.
It didn't work.
Yeah, Bunny King, home of the hopper. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know your pro football? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a Minimax Big Green Egg. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Michael Rosenbaum and his Small Bill co-stars take you behind the scenes of one of the greatest shows of all time.
We're going to watch every episode. Join us.
It's Big Talk.
You remember when I had to shave my head?
Oh, I think I was angry with this one.
On Smallville.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. The scene you did, and this is the one that got me fired. Okay. What? Here we go.
I love the excursions with me and Welling.
It's everything that Superman stands for.
It's Talkville.
Talkville, we always talk about it. It's a great thing.
The Smallville Rewatch Podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.